Greetings, Earthlings.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello to all.
Welcome to a fantastic another episode of Inspired by Mystery Podcast.
Fantastic.
It's fantastic. I am your host, Sami. This is my co-host, Dusty Rockets. Hooray. And it is another Monday.
It is another Monday.
It is another Monday. But we do not have a case of the Mondays here.
Mm-mm.
No. We have a lot of
cases.
Ridiculous shit to share with you guys. Which is the best, you know? Like, that's why we're here. We're here to share random news and weird happenings throughout the world. So I hope that thou art prepared.
Art thou prepared?
Art thou prepared? Let me know. Sorry, I'm pulling up the chat on my ye old tablet here. And that way I will be able to see all of it.
You can't hear us? Why can you not hear us? It says it's on.
Where are you not being?
Oh.
Oh,
It's here. Okay.
Or like, oh no, I don't know what to do any different. But
right.
okay.
I've run down here from upstairs before on Wednesdays. I've been like, your sound's not on, and it totally is. It's just me. I'm like, oh, never mind.
Gotcha. That's okay. Thank you for letting us know. I always appreciate you. All of you guys try to keep us in check because sometimes I don't know why the button just doesn't work on the microphone. Sometimes I'll push it.
Sometimes it lies.
Sometimes it lies.
Last button.
But not today. Today, Steve Scott is lying. Thanks so much.
I mean, really, we can't trust a microphone, a red microphone that says blue on it anyway.
It's true. It's a really cute microphone. Yeah. I will tell you that. But
it's a good microphone.
But yeah, sometimes you have to push the button like 3 times just to get the sound down.
Brand name is blue. Color is red.
I know, it's weird. I really thought about getting a blue one for the fact that it says blue, so it wouldn't be like annoying that it's.
We should just Sharpie it out and put red.
Do you guys want to see our mic? You should see it. It's cute.
Hold on, you're tangled. Okay.
Look at this fancy pants mic. See? Blue, but it's red. But it looks, it's chrome and brushed red, so it kind of looks like a rocket ship. Big fan. Hey, Chid!
Hi, Chid.
Welcome, Chid.
Hello.
I am so happy you are here, my friend.
Welcome in.
Nice to see you.
Welcome in.
Oh, okay, so Steve's got a black-blue one.
You have a black-blue one. Do they even make blue ones? I wonder if they're all just lying.
They do. No, okay. I've thought about it. They're cute. It's like a light, not like sky blue, but it's like an icy blue. So it was really nice.
Okay.
They had a lot of color combinations, actually. There was a lot of really cool ones. But that one just looked like Atomic Age. So I was like...
Totally does.
We're going.
Looks like my hat. Huh?
It does. Exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking.
I have a rocket. Well, can we see the button on my dirty ass hat?
I know you can see how dirty your fucking hat looks. That's a fact and a half.
It's been loved. Whatever.
Are we comparing bruises? We are not. We are comparing microphone colors.
Well, you got bruises you want to share?
Yeah. If you want to share some bruises, let's fucking do it. I'm ready. I'm ready for that shit. But yeah. So,
really? The blue one was hard to get for a little bit?
That's interesting. That's pretty weird.
Would have been funny if they named their company Blue and just didn't make any blue ones.
Just to fuck with people?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that'd be so
man, I want that blue one.
It's so silly. But yeah, it's a pretty good microphone. Everybody says that the sound quality is quite good. So I'm glad. And it just looks cute. I feel like we need to put googly eyes on it because it kind of looks like, I don't know, like a creature. Kind of R2-D2-esque.
Yeah.
Looks like it should just start taking off and moving around the table and shit like that. But I think it needs googly eyes.
Most things do.
Uh-oh. We are not ready where the bruises are. Oh, man. You managed to mace yourself this weekend?
You maced yourself?
Okay, I need details.
Everything does look better with googly eyes.
Why did you have mace
in
your hands? Was there an emergency?
Who were you trying to mace?
Yeah, what on earth happened? Jesus, dude.
Or was it just like your food was bland and you're trying to spice it up a little bit?
Dude.
Yeah, we need video.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I feel like we should call you in, man. Like, weird news of the week. Chid maced himself. That's pretty fucking weird. Oh, that was pretty weird. Oh, man.
Bear spray. Did you bear spray yourself or mace yourself? Because that's not the same. That's
Or
two
was
different
there a
things.
bear that you were trying to spray? Or were you just like checking out your spray to make sure that it's good to go in case a bear is present? Like, were you battling a bear? I need to know. Did you think you were a bear?
It's possible.
Oh, that's pretty funny. Well, I bet that sucked really
Yeah, that's gotta
bad.
be
I am
terrible.
so sorry that you maced yourself.
Can you see? How are your eyes? Are your eyes all puffy?
Dude,
When was this? When did you do this?
Dude, he said
This
this
weekend?
weekend. Yes.
Hmm.
That is too bad, man. Well, I hope that you are healing up nicely.
Yeah.
And now you know what it's like, I
Yeah.
guess. You know, like when you're a cop, you go through the training, you have to mace people, you have to get maced. So you have to know what it feels like. Or pepper spray or whatever it is. I'm not sure specifically, but
Yep.
I wish it was that exciting. I'm actually surprised I didn't make the Florida papers.
Oh wait, that was you. Oh,
Oh,
it's all coming
crazy
together.
Canadian bear maces himself in the face.
Probably from
headline of
Florida.
the week. Probably from Florida. Oh my God,
That's
that is
funny.
shitty. I'm
Well,
sorry.
yeah. I'm glad you're not blind.
And
Now you know which direction to point it. This is
yes,
good.
yes,
We're
yes.
learning.
Oh man.
Put a big arrow in this direction.
Yes.
Danger zone.
Oh man, there's this little thing that's a hand sanitizer thing, but it's like it's weird because it's a flat like rectangle thing, and you pop the top up. But I didn't even know what the fuck it was. It said like State Farm or something like that, and I'm like, I don't even know what this is. And I fucking opened it up, and then I pushed it, and it sprayed sanitizer on my face. Thank God I had glasses on.
No,
And it scared me because I did not expect that. I did not know what was happening. I didn't know. All of a sudden, it was like right in my fucking face.
And hand sanitizer is not like a spritz. It's like a glob.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank God my glasses were on because it just went beep all
no,
over my
That's terrible.
fucking face. Yeah.
It's too safe.
Threw out
It's
an
too
old
safe
can of bear spray and then proceeded to throw away a sharp, heavy object, which of course pierced the can.
No.
That is just like dumb luck.
Yeah,
That
that
sucks.
shouldn't have happened. That sucks.
Oh. Well, the bear spray still works. So maybe you didn't need to throw it away after all because it
Yeah, it turns out it's still good. What kind of heavy, sharp objects are you throwing away that'll pierce a bear mace can?
Yeah, that's hardcore.
And how hard are you throwing these things away? Were you angry when you were putting your trash away?
Put your trash. It burns.
Yes.
Oh, that is too bad. Fuck. I have never been pepper sprayed or maced or what have you, and I hope I never ever have to.
I've never been pepper
will not.
sprayed directly.
But you've
I
been
was
in the.
smart enough to run away, but I got caught in the cloud of it, which was not good.
Why were they pepper spraying?
It was like a New Year's Eve crowd was getting out of hand thing, and there. So we went to a show, and the band, the Spoon-Fed Tribe, was the band. They ended their show on New Year's Eve. It was like this whole big thing. They ended their show with they had multiple high school drum lines march in from like outside somewhere during their last song, playing the last thing. So this like drum line just like marches in, and they start going, and they're all in a line. The band starts following them. Of course, the crowd starts following the band. Well, the band being done now just leads everybody out into the streets, like out of the bar and out into the streets. It's like New Year's, whole big street thing. And instead of just staying on the roads that are blocked off, they start moving roadblocks and marching through. There's traffic sitting there, which I don't know why. I don't know where they were going. I guess they were just trying to get to the bars for New Year's. But it's like bumper to bumper traffic in the little bar region. And they're marching in and out of all the cars, and nobody's liking this. The police didn't like that. People on top, like the rooftops, are all coming out, and like everybody starts just like partying hard, like, and it gets a little bit crazy. And cops show up, and I just see, like, it was actually really funny. The divide was really funny. I see all the rich white kids go, "Hey, what's going on?" And then I see anyone of any color just start running away. And I grabbed my friend, and I was like, I've lived in ghettos long enough. I grabbed my friend, like, we have to go. And just like, we start running, and I look over my shoulder as I'm running. And sure enough, the whole crowd of all the rich white kids just sprayed in the face, just like, like straight in the face. Everybody screams and
Oh
falls
my
over.
god.
But all of us that were running ended up being in the wind current, so the clouds kind of followed, and we ended up getting choked up and had to run out of that. But just having the
Gosh.
cloud of it on there was terrible enough. Like, I couldn't imagine having it in my face. But it was like in the horror movies where, you know, any colored person runs away immediately.
Yeah.
And then white
then you
person
run.
stabbed to death, you know. So everybody
Yeah.
ran, and I was like, we got to go. Follow this one.
Yes, that
For following a crowd.
that's.
Go with the one that's running away. That's what I
Well,
learned.
okay. I'm glad that you were smart enough to bail. Good job.
We bailed.
You did.
Still
you
got
did
caught.
well.
Still burns. It's not in the face, though.
Nope.
Sorry, Jid.
Yeah, that is too bad. But what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right? So now you're tougher. Now you're strong like bear.
Yeah.
Strong like bull,
Now
strong
you-
like bear.
Now you're blind like bear.
Yes. Blind as a bear.
Yeah. Definitely.
Oh, okay. Well, got that out of the way. That's good. We have a very small little crowd in here tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys are all I need, but I'm just saying, where's
You're all we
everybody
need.
at? We need more peeps. Roxy said she's gonna be a little bit late, but she will be here. She will be here. But okay, well, let's talk about some fucking news shit. You guys want to talk about news
Yeah.
things?
Do we ever?
Okay, let's do it.
I know these guys do. I can't hear them, but I know they're excited.
Yeah, they're pumped right now.
Chid, Steve, are
I'm
stoked.
pumped too. Yes. Good. I'm stoked too. We got some funny stuff coming your way.
Oh, good.
Okay, fun things.
Can I share my fancy beer I got for the day?
I would love that.
Yeah. I went and I picked up a smorgasbord of beers, all 6 of them. And this one, Kia Kaha Hazy Pale. Kia Kaha. I don't know. But it had a really cool label,
That is a cool label.
and it's
Wow.
super citrus. Like, I feel like I'm being punched in the face by a grapefruit right now.
Ew.
But it's good.
Gross.
New beer.
All right. That's good. That's good. I'm glad. And you, koozie.
Oh, yeah.
Show off your
Epic
koozie that I
koozie.
got for you at the concert too.
Sami got me an epic
Bam.
koozie. Ooh. Yes.
Grab yourself a can of pork soda. You be feeling just fine.
Got it.
Are you feeling just fine?
Yeah, I feel just fine.
Fucking awesome.
I'm fine.
Good. I'm so glad. I am so glad. Cool. Good. Okay. So let's see.
Oh, yeah, see, Chid's excited. I knew it.
He's
I knew
stoked.
it, Chid.
I could feel it. I could feel
Yeah.
the excitement oozing
Yep.
from afar.
There was an odd scent of, like, pepper, and we were like, oh, that's Chid. He's excited.
Okay, so let's see. We will start off with our Weltrecords.
Okay. I like it. Segment 1, world records.
Okay, let me find this here. It's so weird. Normally, I find articles and they send them to my own messenger so I can reference them and pull them up for the show. And normally there are thumbnails on each of the things. So it'll give you like a picture like volcano or whatever. And for some reason, every single one of the articles that I put in, not one of them has a thumbnail. And I don't know why. And it makes it a lot more difficult because I have to read the link to figure it out. So it might take me a little bit longer than the usual today because I got the old eyes. Got the fucking old eyes, dude.
Got the myopia.
Yeah, it's really, I know, it really sucks. And I'm not wearing my progressives right now.
Oh, no.
Gosh darn it. Getting old is so fun. Okay. Damn it, I'm really struggling right now finding this. Not it. Not it.
New world record.
Not it.
Longest time taken to
Oh,
find a
I
world
feel like
record.
such a dick right now. Now I'm wondering if I didn't even put the article. I swear I did. I did.
You did.
I did. Tell a story for right now.
Once I already told all my stories that I know.
Whatever.
That's all my stories. Pepper spray, new beer. That's.
No. We're almost.
Oh,
I'm
stories.
almost there. I swear it's got to be here. Oh, found it. Okay. Jesus, this is not good. We're gonna have to figure out how to fix that because I cannot fucking read that shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay.
the first Guinness record, it is not an official record yet because it is still in progress, but it has already surpassed the previous record substantially.
Oh, okay.
This record is a woman grew the tallest okra, and I was thinking of you specifically because I know you love okra.
I do love okra.
She has grown, or is still growing, the largest okra that has ever been recorded.
Single okra or plant?
Plant.
Okay.
Plant.
Okay.
So,
That's
the previous record of the largest okra, would you like to guess? I would like for you to guess because you're like the okra guy. You grew up in Texas. Your grandfather grew okra.
We've grown okra. I've picked okra. It's terrible. Tallest one? They're not super tall. Like, let's get crazy. 9 feet.
Okay, so the previous record was 9 feet. Okay. In fact, the previous record was 10 foot 5 inches.
Okay.
Okay, so that was not too far off, but that's
not
big.
too far. That's
they
giant.
said that the average one is like 4 to 6 feet.
Yeah, it's like...
They're not super crazy. They're 4 to 6 feet is an average okra plant.
I was going crazy with the 9 feet.
Yeah, no, you were.
Yeah.
So.
That's a big okra. How do you pick that?
Oh, very careful, I guess. It'd be very hard. So, yeah, so this previous record was 10 and a half. This woman is growing this okra, and when she first contacted the news people, it was at 12 foot something inches.
Wow.
And as we have progressed past, they did a follow-up type of thing. Last week or whatever, 2 weeks ago, something, it was 13.6 feet. Wow. So I'm going to show you guys a video here.
That's a big okra plant.
Yeah, I'm going to show you the video. And you can hear her talking about this plant. Does okra get extra woody? It probably does. It probably does. Okay, so
sure
let's see.
you
We'll make
mean
sure
by
the
that,
volume
Chip.
is on. Should be on. Not on. Hold on.
What? This guy.
Why is
Someone
this guy?
just like that. Even though she's only been gardening 2 years, she's been able to grow what could be a world record
Beginner's
okra.
luck.
Here's why Linda Compton is positively Oklahoma. Mary, quite contrary, has got nothing on Linda Compton. This retired Claremore nurse turned to gardening to stay busy. There's butternut squash, tomatoes, cucumbers up front, and peppers in the back.
I got mammoth peppers.
And she says there's something funny going on further back with another row of squash.
It crossbred with acorn squash because they look like pumpkins.
But it's this massive okra plant that's the pride and joy of Linda's garden.
No, not in a million years that I'd think it'd get that tall. Wow. And then I started looking it up and said, I'm going to set a record here.
An average okra plant is 6 to 7 feet tall, and Linda says the current world record is 10 feet 5 inches. But her okra is still going strong.
We're at 11.8, going for 12 foot.
Planted from normal okra seeds she purchased at Walmart, Linda says she hasn't used any fertilizer or any chemicals. The plants, she says, love the Claremore dirt, lots of water, and one other thing.
They like my music. Christian music.
Yeah.
Naturally.
That makes sense.
Linda and her husband measure the plant every 3 days, with her standing on top of a ladder.
And it's scary up there.
And although the okra stands above everything else in her garden,
terrifying.
no one really knows about it. Just family and the cable guy.
The cable guy started taking pictures because he said it don't grow that tall.
Yeah, the
Not
cable
at
guy
all.
knows.
Right now, it's the Oklahoma wind that has her worried about snapping these plants in half. And immediately after the Coweta tornado, she texted me, excited that the plants made it through the night and now measure 13 feet 6 inches. And Linda says she's officially submitted an application to Guinness World Records.
I have haven't heard back, but they said I needed 2 medias. So here's one. So you're helping me out.
One media.
There you go. That's
to have
Linda,
two
and we are
medias?
very glad to help you out, Linda. In fact, Linda texted me. She's at 14 feet today.
Oh.
Linda says it'll take about 12 weeks to hear back from
What?
Guinness. Until then, she'll keep watering and, of course, picking all that okra. She'll harvest about 100 pounds, she says, and already has 2 freezers full of okra.
Okay.
That's intense,
That's
you
intense.
guys.
That's awesome.
That's
I love okra.
crazy.
Now I want okra.
I know you love
I
okra
want
so
a
much.
giant okra.
That is crazy, though, dude. That's huge. 14 feet.
That's huge.
Can you smoke okra?
Said you can smoke anything. Smoke ra.
Smoke ra, bro.
Yeah, you can smoke anything.
Oh, man.
In the Middle East, they were smoking just straight scorpions. So, yeah, I can smoke an okra.
Jesus Christ. Scorpions.
Just scorpions. Just shoved in a bowl.
No.
Yeah. Dried out and crushed up in a bowl.
Why would you do that?
Because the venom gets you trippy.
What?
Yeah, apparently it's not. It's like a. It's not a good trippy. So it's like bad addict situation.
Oh. I'm addicted to scorpions, man.
Yeah. Yeah. They had to ban the collection of desert scorpions in certain regions. I think it was like Saudi Arabia, somewhere over there. But they made it illegal because people were smoking them and getting all fucked up and like, it's not good.
Well, that's news to me. That's crazy.
Dried scorpions.
I had no idea that
Yeah.
that was a thing. Oh, man. Dude.
You never tried the smoke ra? Maybe we
Pansy.
should. Maybe we should try the smoke ra.
Maybe.
Apparently, you can smoke banana peels and it'll get you stoned. That's what I've heard.
How do people figure this shit out? This is crazy. People are fucking crazy.
People get
dude.
into a pinch. You try all kinds of things.
Oh my god, that's so weird. Whatever. We could smoke some okra, but she's getting 100 pounds of okra
Yeah.
from this fucking plant, man. What? That's crazy. 14 feet.
That's huge.
Because if the average is 6 to
not-
7, that's double.
Yeah. That's
And it's
double
still
a good one.
going. That's the weird thing. That it is like just still continuously growing. That's crazy. I wonder what it's going to be in the end. I will see if there are okra updates.
Yeah.
I'll let you guys know.
Yeah.
If actually, I'm sure we'll find out once it goes to Guinness. I'll find out when it's the Guinness.
She
record.
needs 2 medias. You should call and see if we can interview her.
Oh my god.
Right, we could be her second media. There you go. 2 medias right there.
That is so funny.
And we're broadcasting live across the planet right now.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
That would
Like,
be
you need
awesome.
another media thing? We like you. We covered you on our show.
Yeah.
We're proud of your
Have her
okra.
bring some music recommendations for our band, for our bands, our plants.
I'm gonna say
She could be playing like Christian death metal. We don't know.
I something tells me in Oklahoma it's probably like Jesus loves me for the Bible tells me so.
That's
Something
good.
like that.
That was a good song.
You like that?
Yeah.
I made that up just for
We
you.
should move to Oklahoma so you could be like a famous songwriter. That's what I'm thinking.
Isn't that a song? Aren't those lyrics of a Jesus song?
Yeah. Yeah. Those are
I
lyrics
didn't
of
do
the
the right
song.
tune then, did I?
No.
Oh.
But it was way better. It was like a country music take on it, which was good. They should cover it.
I was going folky. I was
Yeah.
trying to go a little folky.
It was. Oh man, if you had a banjo, nailed it.
Give me a punk rock version of Jesus Loves Me song. Jesus loves me, there's no doubt. For the Bible tells me so. Just like that.
Yeah.
Punk rock Jesus.
Actually, I did listen to, in my church days, there were some Christian ska bands that I liked. It was good music.
It's good. Glad you enjoyed that.
Yeah. And I did go to a Christian death metal show. I didn't mean to. I was going to see, actually, I went to go see Agent Orange.
Oh, cool.
And there was a Christian metal band that opened up. It's weird. It's really weird.
Yeah, that's strange.
Yeah.
But hey, that's cool.
Yeah.
Whatever.
He
long
ended
as
a
they're rocking
prayer with growling. So that was good. He fell to his knees in the middle of a song and went into a prayer.
Oh
and
my
I
god, why
was
you gotta do a
like,
prayer? You
Okay.
gotta do a prayer.
okay. And there's like metal music going behind him. I'm like, yeah, oh, that's good. And then they had the one like floodlight just like down on him, and the other lights went out while he was like,
oh my God,
sitting there praying. And I was like, wow, that's really good.
I mean,
actually.
dude, if you're in a fucking like Christian band or whatever, and you're playing with a non-Christian band, like, sing your songs, but like maybe you don't need to be all praying when the lights and make a whole big fucking to do about it. Like,
I mean,
maybe
it was
you just,
epic
like,
at the very
that's
least.
good. That's good. Did you feel the power of the Lord touch you inappropriately?
No, that dude in the bathroom tried to.
Oh shoot! Dustin
Shoot,
Ware
what?
and Walt the car guy.
Oh, Dustin and Walt.
What's up, you guys?
Coming in together.
Oh, Dustin, you
Where'd
missed
guys come
our
from?
punk rock Jesus song. Like by like 30 seconds. Like, I think that you
Shit,
would've
stuff's
loved
getting really weird. It is getting really weird. Yeah. This stream is not linear for
Oh
sure.
my God, no! But
We
we're always
meander.
having a great time. We're having a good time. Oh, we need
Always.
the weird emotes. We have our own.
Oh, yeah, we
were
got
talking
weird
about
ones.
weird. If you subscribe to Inspired by Mystery Podcast, you get these fantastic weird emotes.
Yeah, weird.
The Dusty Rain.
Super
Walt, it is so nice to have you.
Yes.
Welcome.
Yes.
It's a pleasure. Yeah, did you guys see all of our emotes? I'm going to put them in for you guys
Mm-hmm.
to see. Any of you that have not subscribed, these could be yours. They could
These could be yours.
This one's, I think, my favorite though.
Subscribe
It's great.
today for a low, low price of $5.99 a
I
month.
dig it. I love it. It's fucking great. So fun. Yay.
Yep.
But yeah, cool. All right, so we got our first world record out of the way. The largest okra
Tallest okra plant ever.
of all time that is still fucking growing. So we're going to see where we go in the future from that. I hope that we hear more. How tall can an okra go is what I want to know.
Yeah.
That's what I want to know. Because
At
if she's
least-
at 14 feet,
Yeah.
like it could make it to 15 feet or something. Who knows?
Totally.
I mean, it's getting a little chilly out.
Yeah.
So it's probably not going to last
Oklahoma,
too
they're
much
about to
longer.
have their first freeze, I think. I think there's like snow blowing that direction.
Oh, shit. Okay. Well, I want
be
it to
making
get
that.
as big as possible because that lady is so excited about it. She's so
Yep.
stoked. So
Her and the cable
I'm
guy.
excited for
Cable
her.
guy's stoked
The
too.
cable guy is obviously pretty pumped.
I'm excited.
No, that's great. This is awesome. Good for her for being able to grow
for her.
something so amazing. Okay, so for our next world record, this one is pretty cool. The largest pocket knife in the world has been created
I already have
and
questions.
is on display outside of the Kentucky Museum of American Pocket Knives. That is a place that exists in Kentucky. It's a museum completely based around not just pocket knives, but American
America.
knives.
America made.
Oh, you're so sweet, Dustin. Don't put yourself out. I'm just glad you're here. It's totally fine.
Yeah. Thanks for hanging out.
But I gotta try.
But if
look
you
at
want the
these
emotes, you
Just
know,
okay.
we're good.
Okay, how big was the pocket?
Yeah.
Will.
Chid, that was my question number one. Yeah.
Oh man, it's gigantic. It is 34 feet and 6 inches,
Okay.
and the blade alone weighs 1,500 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. So
like-
there's rules that require it. If you are going to get the record for the largest pocket knife, it has to be fully functional.
Okay.
So it's not.
But it doesn't have to fit in a pocket.
It does not. I mean, it does not have
Obviously.
to fit in a pocket. But
I think that should be a
it has
stipulation.
to work. It has to go in and out. So you can't just have like a statue
gotta
of a pocket knife. Oh
Okay.
no, it has
gotta
to
work.
fucking work.
Okay.
Yeah, 34 feet. So I don't even know what this
I'll see.
video is going to be, but we're going to find out together.
Yep.
Because
Big.
maybe it'll be like
Big pocket
awesome
knife.
video.
Oh, it's a big knife.
Big fucking knife.
Okay.
Well, that was it. Okay, that was
That's all.
anticlimactic.
They
but
showed the knife for like 2 seconds.
Yes.
And they
I know,
played
they-
the entire song.
they should have showed it going in and out.
Yeah.
In my personal
Oh,
opinion,
I need to see it working for sure.
I know I want to see it working, but we can't.
Hmm.
They didn't show us shit. But they said that they took care to ensure that it would withstand harsh weather, including tornadoes and ice storms. Can you imagine if there's a fucking tornado and there's the world's giant pocket knife fucking
World's
boom,
largest
like
pocket
flying
knife is
around,
flying
dude?
around. No.
Oh man.
Entire city was decapitated today.
Touche. So, if you guys love pocket knives, you can go to the Kentucky Museum. What is it? Kentucky Museum of American Pocket Knives. Now, you'll know.
I have to call shenanigans, because if they're going to make it to where it has to be functioning to be a pocket knife, I think it would have to fit in a pocket. Because that was going to be my question number 2, was how big can a pocket knife get before it doesn't fit in the pocket and it's no longer a pocket knife?
I think that's just semantics at that point. Like, basically, the
foldable
shape,
form of
yes,
the knife.
Yes. I think that was what they were really
not
going
a pocket
for.
knife. That's a folding knife. Pocket knife goes in a pocket.
Do they have gigantic versions that are like a foot long of like pocket knife-esque
I mean, there's giant ones, and then there's switchblades, butterfly knives. There's all kinds of knives. Actually, one of the weird ones that we looked at that truck stop, or the 30,000 coins or whatever, was a giant thing like that opened up, and it was like a big...
Interesting.
Like
but you wouldn't call it a
mini
pocket
machete.
knife?
I would. I mean, that was almost a machete when it opened up.
Dude, why did we buy that? That's awesome. What? I
Because
didn't
it was
even see
overwhelming.
that.
There were too many blades.
It was overwhelming.
Yeah.
But, like, if there's a giant thing, like, who is going to fuck with you? If you've got, like, a giant, like, 2 foot long thing where one of the feet is the handle and the other foot's the blade, dude, you failed by not being like, we're going to need this immediately. That's cool. That's cool. Who is going to fuck with you?
No one.
No one. That's the
Unless
answer.
they have a bigger one. Maybe somebody with a sword. Somebody with a sword and like, call that a pocket knife.
Oh, is that a pocket knife, or are you just happy to see me? Yeah, it's just my 34-foot pocket knife in my pocket.
Yeah, see? Walt gets it. Walt knows.
Yeah.
If it doesn't fit in a pocket, it's not a pocket knife.
Well, whatever.
It's a folding knife.
I don't know.
Just saying.
I don't know. I've never heard of a folding knife.
Me either, but I've never thought of a purpose to need a new name. It's like a blue microphone.
But it
it's
might
not
not
blue.
necessarily have to fit in a pocket to be a pocket knife. I think that kind of determines the style of the knife. I think that because 99.9% of them do actually fit in pockets, that I feel like that name is representative of the style of the knife.
Or just referring to like a style like a pocket pit bull. Mini pit, pocket pit, something pit, regular pit, pocket pit.
You lost me. How is that equating?
Because if it's like just determining the size, like a pocket knife, like smaller version, whatever, maybe it's just like different style of whatever.
Maybe.
But I don't know.
I don't know.
know.
It's a mystery. We are inspired by the mystery here
Yeah,
today.
I'm inspired.
Yes. Yeah, Chid banning Chid. We know Chid loves to ban people.
Yeah.
That's kind of...
Just Chid banning Chid.
That's the thing. That was so funny.
Chid bans Chid. That's my new band
Chid
name.
bans Chid. Okay, next fun record. We have the tallest woman in the world.
Oh.
And it's got a nice little video, too, that I will show you guys.
Okay.
Question off topic. How can I open a bottle of wine without a corkscrew? Fuck.
A shoe.
A shoe.
Where you tap the bottom of it with your shoe.
Oh, and it builds up.
It builds up and shoots it out, apparently.
Really?
Or if you have a
Or is
saber.
that just champagne? Or is it we work for wine? Does it have to be bubbly?
Oh, I don't know.
Might be champagne.
Because I think the cork is pressurized anyway about it. I think if you're hitting it, it's just kind of moving that cork because it's already pushing out. But I don't know now. Yeah.
I would
Search
say.
YouTube. You need a saber or, or I would do-
Yeah.
Or if you're planning on drinking the entire bottle, I would just push it all the way through.
Yeah, I was gonna say take a knife and you could just like give it a good stab, and you can try twisting it to see if you can kind of like dislodge it with the knife. But
was
if
strong
not,
enough.
push it through. Push that shit through.
Yeah.
But use like a paring knife, like a small knife, so you can really get in there.
Yeah. Screwdriver.
That's what I would do.
Screw-
Yeah, or just push the cork in for sure. You can just pour it through a strainer and strain out any chunks if it busts open.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I would just push it through.
Oh,
a screw
Steve,
is a good
use
idea.
a screw.
Yeah. If it's got a thick enough thread on there, that might work.
Not
I like
a
that.
bad idea, actually. Look at us coming together to help a homie. I
Yeah.
love it. You're
Yep.
like, fuck. How am I gonna open this shit? This is bullshit.
Yep.
We've got ideas. Don't even worry.
D-Ware, I think you were the one that said never be amazed by the power of the internet and 9 people. So,
Yes,
we're right there.
that is very, very,
We're
very.
willing to help.
We are here to help. Vacuum.
A vacuum. Boom.
Just suck on it real hard.
Yeah.
Man. Or people do the was it with champagne or not? But people use like a blade.
Saber.
Yeah. And it just lops the
Saber
top
off
off.
there. Yep.
Now that would be the most badass way to do it.
Yep.
Honestly, if
Okay,
there's
but-
like a badass scale, that's like
Yeah,
10 out of 10.
that's the most badass
That's 10
one.
out of 10 for fucking sure. Sure. Okay. So
You could also put the little string around the top, light the string on fire, and then dunk the top in the water, the ice cold water, to make it like crack it.
see, that's what they say, and I have tried to do it with glass bottles.
Yeah.
And oh shit, lady, you just resubscribed.
Oh, thanks, lady.
Yay!
Yeah, we were just talking about subs.
I'm glad you're here. Yes.
Thank you for coming.
We are so happy to have
Enjoy
you.
those
Glad you
emotes.
popped in. Yes, those emotes that you made. If anybody in the Twitch community needs emotes made,
It was team effort.
this
She
fucking
drew
guy.
them. I just put them on the computer.
We work together.
Teamwork.
That's fucking teamwork.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I'm glad you're here. You didn't miss too much. All you missed so far was us blabbering around about Chid bear spraying himself in the face this weekend. That happened.
We did talk about that for a minute.
Presently, we're trying to help Dustin open a wine bottle without a corkscrew. I feel bad for the guy. We have talked about the largest okra plant, which is at about 14 feet,
About
roughly.
14 feet right now.
Well, yeah,
Currently.
yeah, currently 14 feet, which is crazy. And we just talked about the largest pocket knife in the world that is outside of the Kentucky Museum for Pocket Knives.
And
Which I
whether or
didn't even know
not
there was
it
that.
counts as a pocket knife if it doesn't fit in a pocket.
Yeah, I vote yes.
I vote no.
Agree to disagree.
I disagree. I will not agree to disagree.
But coming up next, we have the tallest woman. And interestingly enough, the tallest man on the planet that we know of that has been measured and the tallest woman, both of them come from Turkey, which is interesting.
Really?
And they have not met yet. But not yet.
What?
You will hear. Well, you'll
tallest
hear
people in the
about
world
her
live in
in this
Turkey now.
video. She's super, super sweet. And you guys will get to learn a little bit about her. So, check it out. Tallest woman
Not this lady.
in the world.
My name is Rumesa Yagi, and I am Guinness World Records title holder for the tallest living woman and the previous holder of the tallest living female teenager.
Wow.
Wow.
My height is caused by my extremely rare syndrome, which is called Weaver syndrome. Weaver syndrome is a random genetic mutation. It is so rare, and I am the first case diagnosed in Turkey. I am the only person in my family who is that tall.
Teyzem olgun, derslerini çalışan düzgün bir insandır ama benimle oyun oynadığı zamanlar
Anne is a good, hardworking
kötü
person. When she
kızlarıyla
plays with me, her
dövüşürdü.
childish side comes out.
My family and people around me are very supportive, and they are so excited and so happy, and of course so proud of me for having this new title. Some of the most difficult things about being so tall
Maybe, Chid. Maybe.
are especially the health problems that my syndrome and my height have brought me. So I was born with some serious physical diseases, such as scoliosis, and also I'm a physically disabled person who is mostly wheelchair bound, and I can walk only with my walker. Besides these, sometimes I can find myself in weird situations related to my height and condition. Plus, when I was really young, I had to deal with bullying as well.
That's so sad.
Some of the advantages of being so tall are, first of all, of course, being a Guinness World Record holder. I received my first record title in 2014, and since then, I'm using the title for advocacy reasons, and that's what I'm really grateful for. Also, being the only woman with that kind of height makes me feel really special. I usually
She's
receive
huge, it's crazy.
kind and supportive comments from people when I meet them for the first time. And some of them are nice enough to ask for taking pictures together.
Some of
However,
them are nice enough to ask.
sometimes
Listen.
I can receive
Yeah, it's like she's
weird
open to
stares
it. It's cool.
and questions from people as well. But I believe that is pretty normal because my height and condition makes people intrigued. To relax, I prefer to have a Netflix and chill night.
Netflix and
especially
chill.
with my mother. Going to a night out, going to a lovely meal with my family. And also, swimming helps me so much to relax.
Shit. Yeah, look at the tallest guy. Oh my god.
I never met Sultan Kasan, but if I had the opportunity, of course I would like to. Mine and Mr. Kasan's diagnosis are totally different. My height is caused by my rare genetic syndrome, which is Weaver syndrome, and as far as I know, Mr. Kasan's height is caused by a brain tumor, which was pressuring his hypothalamus.
Dear Mesa, in 2014, I had the privilege to honor you with the Guinness World Records title for the tallest living teenager. At that time, you measured 213.6 centimeters. Today, in 2021, you achieved another milestone as the tallest living woman with a height of 215.16 centimeters. I am very delighted to present your official Guinness World Records certificate. You are officially amazing.
Aw,
that's
yay.
Having a Guinness World Records title makes me feel proud, unique, and motivates me to reach my goals and go further in life. Being different is not that bad. It can make you achieve the things you have never imagined before. I personally believe that someone can turn their disadvantage into an advantage for themselves. Accept yourself as who you are and be aware of your potential and do your best.
Aw.
I like her.
Yeah.
She's so sweet. I love that she was able to find such like good things to come out of the experience.
Yeah.
Because it's hard. Like she said, it's bullying and people stare all the time and it's like a whole thing.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad that she was able to really see it positively and to try to like inspire people to do the best in their life. I like it. She's cool.
Yeah, she seems happy. She seems like a happy-go-lucky lady.
She does. So you wonder if she's taller than the basketball player. I don't know. You should Google it and let us.
Oh yeah, the
know, right? Google it.
is that his name? I don't even know his name.
I don't know. But
There
I
was
wonder.
the-
I don't know how tall that the Turkish guy was. They didn't say specifically.
Yeah.
7'7".
That guy's
Oh my
7'7".
God! That guy you were talking about, Walt, 7'7".
This
Wow.
guy, tallest man in the world.
Oh, I guess the Turkish guy didn't come up right now.
Oh, this was the guy that was the tallest man ever.
Oh, how tall was the tallest man ever?
8'11". That's the guy you always see on TV with the glasses.
And at the Guinness World Records, they have recreations of him, which I look ridiculous next to with my tiny little 4'11" stature. Wow. That is intense. 8'11". My God.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, Sultan.
So this
That's the
guy
guy.
is, wow, he's 8 foot and 31 quarters of an inch.
8
So he's like 8 foot tall.
I wonder if they would like each other and if they would date each other, because that would be so cute.
Probably not. They
If
probably
the
hate each
two
other.
tallest people liked each other, I think that would be so cute. But wow, he's 8 feet. Good Lord. And she's 7 feet. He'd be a foot taller
still a
than
foot
her.
taller
My God, wow. Wow. That is very intense, man.
Wow, look at him next to that phone
I
booth.
can't even imagine. Oh my
That's ridiculous.
God.
There's a picture of
Here,
him leaning on a phone booth,
I'll
and
pull
it's
up a picture real quick.
he's as tall as the phone booth. It's one of those good British ones.
What was his last name?
Kosen.
Okay, we're going to look at some images here of this guy.
Oh yeah, that one.
This is the. Oh, wow. What?
It's over there.
Wow. Wow, dude. That guy is
Oh,
giant.
no, go down. You can't even see his head.
He's so tall you can't even see his head.
He's taller than the window.
Wow,
Wow, look at that.
dude.
That's crazy.
Oh, he looks like a nice fellow, too.
He seems like a nice guy.
He has a nice smile. Wow. Yeah, they would definitely need a custom house for sure, dude. What the hell, man? What a weird scenario to be in. I'm pretty damn short. So like it would be extra ridiculous. Oh wow. Wowee. That's craziness. Yeah, tall. That's some tall ass people, dude. Oh, with a kid.
Oh no.
Oh
the
no, it's not a
shortest
kid.
man in
Oh
the
my
world.
God, it's the shortest man. Whoa. Okay, that's tripping me out right now.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious. Cool. That's a pretty cool story. I liked her. Tallest woman in the world. Rumisa Gelji. Good job.
Yeah. Good job, lady.
Good job to you. Staying positive. I love it. The baby Yoda. Okay, that's pretty funny. Okay, so the next Guinness World Record. Chid, pay attention. Your fellow Canadian over here has the largest collection of Coca-Cola cans from all over the world. He has 11,308 different kinds of Coke cans.
Okay.
I did not know
That's a,
that there was
lot of Coke
even close to that many Coke cans. I had no idea. But it's cool. He'll show us a few fun ones in this here video.
It's a Big Mac. I'm hungry. Cool.
cool.
Oh.
What?
Hi, my name is Gary Fang from Ontario, Canada. I'm the Guinness World Record holder of the largest collection of soft drink cans, same brand. Brand that I collect is Coca-Cola. Now let me unbox this Stranger Things Coke
Stranger Coke.
limited edition
Dun, dun,
collector's box.
That's
Now I'm
cool.
gonna open it. Oh, find out this secret document here. Stranger Coke, like a really serious thing. So look at the shape of these Coke cans.
What?
It's
Cool.
really special.
Yeah.
It is. That's
Cans
cool.
not for
That's super
sale
cool.
in the market. Can Coca-Cola company give out to some YouTuber, some famous social media people to promote the show?
Into
These
him.
cans from Brazil.
I think so,
50
Dustin. I
years
think
of Big
each
Mac.
different name
Again,
one would
this
count.
kind of can
as
is
a
not for
different one.
sale. Let's take a look. This can is can design for the LGBT. It looks like a Coke can, but actually it's Fanta inside this can. Coke,
Cheating.
what language is that? So it's mixed with English and Korean. This can is for President Trump and President in North Korea, Kim Jong-un, first meet in South Korea.
Whoa.
Wow.
My
They made
favorite two pieces in my collection. The story was July the 12th, 1985. The space shuttle Challenger went up to the space. Coke actually make it the first soft drink to be consumed in the space.
Oh.
So
That
it
didn't
has a
work out so
really
good.
special design in
That
order
sucks.
to let people to enjoy
Didn't work out good.
Coca-Cola
Didn't work
in
out
the
so good.
space. It's beautiful.
That's cool they made that
It's
though. That's
also
awesome.
a piece of history as well. The Russian version is actually more weird. I believe many cans collector are dreaming to have this piece.
Yeah, those are
Yeah.
awesome.
probably.
In my hand is the first
Cool.
can ever produced in late 1955. Then
Yeah, they probably
aluminum
maced themselves
can
with it.
came out in 1967.
As long as they didn't
What you
throw it in
gonna
the
call?
trash with sharp objects.
Ghostbuster. So this can was issued in
Sick.
Cool.
the first ever Ghostbuster film was out. And then the
Wow.
second row is for the Ghostbuster 2 issued in different countries. This one is all my American cans. Coca-Cola designed these cans
What?
for their employee or for some private party. How nice is that? And
That's
Coke
pretty nice.
decided to produce some cans for their private wedding.
Oh, that's
Some
cute.
people just drink it and dump it, so it is not that many left in the world. I would love to have a can with my picture on it. It would be great in my collection. When there's
Wink,
a
wink.
Coke
Wink.
factory
Hint,
to
hint.
open, they will have this can as a souvenir. Look at the shape of this can, so unique, looks like a bottle. This can was actually the contour can prototype issued in the 1995 or 1996. Because of the shape of the can, it actually caused difficulty for the vending machine. So it was just out in the market for a really short of time. Every single one of these cans is designed by a different local artist. Absolutely a piece of art.
Wow,
Another
cool.
room here. All these cans are soccer topics. Every time that have World Cup, FIFA World Cup, Euro Cup, Coca-Cola produce many soccer topic cans. Really nice.
How many rooms of
This
cans
box
does it?
set is for the 2018 FIFA World Cup Championship. France win the championship. This wall is for the different cultures. Chinese New Year's can set from different years. The golden color cans, when you look at these cans, gold color is caffeine free, but actually it's not. It's just regular favorite Coke cans for the 100 years of Coca-Cola, 50 years in Singapore. That's for the Olympic Games, Beijing. And even this silver one is really rare too. Got some more sports can here. Coca-Cola is also the Olympic worldwide partner, sponsors the 1928 Olympic game and has supported every single Olympic game since then. The whole city of each Olympic games in the past. So I always say that Coca-Cola is not only the drink. Some cultures there. They witness the history.
Lady, that's what I'm thinking. Like,
I know his whole
it's
fucking
his
house.
whole house, right? Like,
2016
Maybe his whole basement or
Olympic
something like
Games,
that
but
is just like
the
a
Olympics
finished
never
basement.
happened in Chicago.
I don't know.
So
It's
this
not
is
a kid.
really rare can.
and are they all Coca-Cola? Do you think there's any
Cans from
Diet Coke?
Africa have
No, he
really
said it's all
unique and beautiful
Coca-Cola.
design
Oh,
as well. All these cans in front of me is celebrating the Independence Days for the countries in Africa. Got the Zambia, Ghana, Zimbabwe. It's really nice cans. So this can was made up, I believe, in the late 80s. Look, this can is made of plastic, regular flavor, Diet Coke, even Sprite.
Oh, that's a
has
Diet
this material.
and a
too.
Sprite.
And this was all Japanese cans. They got different topics.
It is
as
his
well
whole house.
for
It's all going down
different
the
events.
hallway.
Look at this can. You would think this can is from China. Nope, this can is from the States. Why is that? I believe that the United States just opened up the market in China. And China at that time, they don't have their own factory. So all the cans were made in the States and exported to China. get the Coca-Cola family.
interesting.
Got classic beer diet, all different flavor. The energy drink diet, all kind of flavor. Strawberry,
That shelf back there's
blueberry,
collapsing.
banana, lime, lemon, orange, classic cherry. Coke Life, if you remember that, the C2 discontinued already. The coffee favorite, coffee and caramel,
Coffee?
coffee and chocolate. Taste.
Coffee, Coke.
Yeah, I believe that's it. Yeah, welcome to my Coca-Cola world.
Oh, that's
That's
it.
it.
That's all.
And I-
Holy shit
And I think
balls.
that's it. That's about it.
Damn, dude.
Wow.
What?
That's-
That was intense.
That is intense. That's a lot of Coke.
That is a lot. I had no idea that they had like all of these like unique ones that they would make it for parties or weddings or whatever, or that like
Yeah.
the art cans. I didn't even know.
Yeah. I knew they did like special one-offs here and there, but I didn't know there was that many.
Yeah, I
But-
did not realize it. But what a cool collection.
Yeah.
Like it's neat that he like searches and finds all this stuff. And
Yeah.
he's got.
He didn't have
lot.
anything else on his walls because there was no room, so his whole house was
No.
just decorated with Coke
Wow.
cans. Like, it's like his whole house.
I am
You live in a Coke factory.
impressed with that
Ta-da.
guy.
Yeah, that's crazy. I wonder.
shit, that
I want to
was
know
crazy.
the ones that he's missing that he really wants. Like, I wonder what he's trying to get.
I wonder. He does want one with his face on it though.
He does
so.
one with his face. Maybe somebody will. have it
Interesting that they had the one that was in Korean and English for when Kim Jong Un and Trump met. They made a
Yeah.
whole can for that.
made.
It's weird.
Yeah. Hmm.
Why would they make a whole can for that? That's
Probably so it was a
fucking weird.
collector's item and people would find out about it.
my God.
I mean, Coca-Cola is one of the most collectible brands out there. Like, there are, like, Coke fanatics. Pretty much anything that says Coca-Cola on it becomes a collector's item. You know,
Yeah.
so.
Wow. I wonder if he went to Atlanta to
awesome.
the Coke Museum and was just like,
Probably-
oh my God. Oh, I
don't
hope
know.
he did. I hope at
bet he
some
has.
point that he's went there. I went there when I was younger. It was like right after I moved to Atlanta. It was maybe like 98 or something like that. And I don't drink soda. And if I do drink soda, like Coke is not anything that I would ever drink at all. Like I would rather, if I'm going to drink any kind of soda, cream soda or something with, actually, I have to show you guys this cream soda that I'm drinking. Speaking of soda, I got it at work. I'm working at a Wizard Bar, and this was a sample, and it's butterscotch cream soda called Flying Cauldron.
Butterscotch beer.
I thought it was fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah.
It's really good. So it's so rare. I never drink a soda, but when there's like a butterscotch cream soda, I'm gonna drink that.
But it takes her 4 hours to drink
It
one.
does. I've been drinking it for 4 hours.
At least.
I'll have some later.
Yeah.
I don't like bubbles. But when I did go to the Coke Museum, even though it wasn't my favorite, I didn't want to drink all of it or whatever, it was really neat seeing how much different stuff that they have. I mean, it was like a long time ago. I don't remember too many details about it, but it was a pretty cool experience. But they do tastings of like Cokes from all over the world,
Oh, yeah.
and everyone was all excited about that. And I was like, I'll try it, but I'm like,
taste
tastes like Coke. Tastes like Coke. Because I don't know like the flavor profile enough to be able to pick out the differences or whatever, you know?
Oh, Cody.
Oh,
Hi, Cody.
Cody!
Hello.
Oh, I'm so glad you were here.
Look, everybody, it's
Hey.
my stand-in co-host for whenever I'm out.
Yeah, Cody was the one that was my co-host last
Yep.
week, which was awesome. And then I interviewed him and Corey on Wednesday, and it was fucking great.
Yep.
Cody Fizz Boom.
Pretty good. He's gunning for my job. I gotta be careful. I'm gonna have to bump it up. I have to sit up taller. That way I look as tall as Cody.
No,
Yeah.
you don't.
I don't.
You could try. But yeah, so that was crazy. The most Coke cans in a collection ever.
a lot.
11,308 Coke cans. That was nuts. That guy is super into it.
Yeah.
I wonder how much money he spent on this. I mean, a can of Coke generally is, not that much. But these specialty Cokes, like the Challenger one,
Mm-hmm.
yo. That's
Yeah, some of
interesting.
those
They
had
made the special top so you could
Space
drink it
ones
in
had to be a
space.
lot.
Yeah.
They had to be a lot.
That just sucks because they're like, oh, we're going to be the first soda drank in space. And then the Challenger explodes. And they didn't make it.
What if it's because somebody opened their Coke early?
The Coke was pressurized. It blew up. That's why the entire
Yup.
Challenger went down.
We've solved
There you
the
go.
problem.
Yep.
Call NASA. We
Yep.
figured it out.
We figured it out. Do not bring Coca-Cola to space, whatever you
Yeah,
do.
don't take Coca-Cola to space. Dr. Pepper only.
Oh, man. That was cool. But anyway, okay. We made it through that super fun world record.
Yep.
And we have another fun world record.
Yeah, Chid knows all about accidents like that. It's a good thing you weren't on a spaceship.
Okay. So, this British man visits 51 pubs in 24 hours. But there's a kicker on that one. So the world record only goes by the increment of 24 hours. It doesn't go by like a 12 hours, like, and then, you know, you're sleeping. It doesn't take into account how long you've done it. So far, as it stands right now, the record is within 24 hours. But he did 51 pubs in 8 hours and 52 minutes. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. That's
So,
a lot. That's a lot of pubs.
That's a lot of pubs. He had to have a witness with him to go to each place, and he had to drink at least 4.2 ounces of any beverage in each establishment.
Okay.
So it wasn't like you just run in and you're like, ha ha, and then you run away, and
You
then it
just
counts.
go in and like slam a small glass of water and then walk out.
Yep.
Okay.
Either a shot or water, a little beer, whatever you want. Oh, Hallie. Hi, Hallie. I'm so glad you are here. Yay.
Hello.
Aw. I'm happy to see you.
Walt, have a good night.
Good
Thank you for
night,
coming.
Walt.
Thanks for always coming by to say hello.
Yes, we
appreciate
always
that.
appreciate you. I know you got to turn in early, but it's nice that you always pop in and say hey before you got to go. So sweet dreams to you, my friend.
Yes.
Yeah, god damn. 51 pubs
51.
in 8 hours and 52 minutes. I am impressed.
Yeah.
That's pretty
I'm impressed
awesome.
that he was able to get to that many pubs in that amount of time.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
it is
51
London. There's
is-
an awful lot of
there's a
pubs.
lot.
So I imagine he probably went to some area of town that was like the pub district
Yeah.
and just
Most
kind of
pubs
zoomed
per
around.
like most pubs in a region or whatever, and then
Yeah.
hit all
Let's see
those.
if it says where he was at.
Uber over somewhere else, but
Cambridgeshire.
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 Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, how drunk was he by the end of it?
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure he wasn't doing water shots.
Dude, yeah, so any beverage, 4.2 ounces of any beverage. So I bet he knew he would fuck up really bad if he drank too much right away, because then you'd be
Yeah.
sluggish and it'd be not good. So I wonder if he was doing an alternating kind of thing, like a small beer or shot or something like that, and then some water, and then maybe a Coke at the next one or whatever, and then maybe you'll have a little beer. Like, I wonder if he was so dedicated to this cause that he was like, okay, I could not get wasted too fast because then you fucking
Or if
fail.
he didn't even know he was going for the record and he was just like, just sloshed one night and just going all over the place. And then his friend was like, yeah, I was there. I watched him do it.
Dude.
We hit
Yeah.
51.
He nailed it. He fucking nailed it. Oh, Roxy,
Oh, hi,
welcome.
Roxy. Hooray.
I am so glad you were here. We are now complete.
It's the mod with the most.
We
I was going to say the modest with the mostest, but that sounds weird. The modest with the mostest,
Yeah.
that's not how that works.
But you know, you get the
Yeah.
sentiment. We love you. We're glad you're here.
Yeah. Yeah, that.
Oh, Dad. That was
Uh,
very nice of you to pop in to say hi.
Oh,
And you
well,
love
hello.
us. That is so cool.
Glad we
Thanks
weren't
for
bad
popping
mouthing
in.
you this time.
Oh,
thanks
thanks
for
for
hanging out. Thanks for lurking.
Dude.
We appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you. I didn't even know you were in there, but thanks for popping in and saying hi.
Just
Sweet
hanging
dreams.
out.
Sweet dreams to all of you.
We
To
love our
Walt,
lurkers.
To the Faja. To the Dadasaurus. Papasaurus, as Roxy
Yeah.
calls you.
Yeah, Papasaurus.
Papasaurus.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. No, I'm glad you're here. I don't know if you caught any of these crazy stories or if you just popped in literally to say hi, but whatever. It's so nice. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, British man, 51 pubs in 8 hours and 52 minutes.
That's
Think about
That's
that shit.
amazing.
It's fucking crazy. It's crazy. What a guy. What a champion.
I wonder if he went back and like rated them, like if he has a favorite now, like, or what his new favorites are. Because if you show up and you're like, I want to go to a pub, he's gonna be like, I know where we should go.
Yeah, I got
That's the
you.
guy.
I went to 51, 52 pubs and fucking forever, man. That's crazy.
Didn't even know they made that many pubs.
Nope. Okay, so we're moving on to our next one that I will find at some point here. For those of you that missed it, I normally have thumbnails in the fucking list of stuff, and for some reason, it's just links and there's no thumbnails, so it's a little bit
We're
harder for me to
scanning.
fucking read right now.
Just
It's-
pooped and
it's
got a
super
dip.
sucks.
What? Oh, popped. Oh. Good.
Okay, that was pretty funny.
Either
Oh
way.
my god.
Either way, thanks
That
for.
was good. No, I'm glad you came in. It was nice to hear from you. Okay, so now we have our poop too. We have the mandatory David Rush, the Idaho man. Every fucking week, this guy is knocking out some crazy shit.
Guys on it.
This one's an interesting one because originally he made the record. Somebody very shortly thereafter beat the record, and then he was all, hell no, we're fucking
Can't be
getting this
having
shit
that.
back. So then he had to work really hard and practice extra to make sure that he could smash the record, so he was still the holder of this record.
Okay.
Yeah, you came just in time, Roxy, just in time for Idaho Man.
for Idaho Man.
This one is
David,
ridiculous. Potato. Well, unfortunately, until we're partner, we only have 5 emote slots, so that's bullshit. So we need to like do better, and
It'll
then
have
we can
to
have
be-
more.
It'll have to be a potato balancing on a yoga ball with a sword.
That would be awesome. And then I'd be like, no, you have to come
Now you
on
have
my
to-
show.
Yep. We made you an emote.
You have to.
We became partner and made you an emote just so you come on the show.
Oh, dude, you guys have potatoes right now?
Oh, you got potatoes?
Where'd you get potatoes from?
What?
It kind of just looks like a blob, but
Or tater tot, maybe.
that's crazy. You just have like
I like
potatoes.
a jalapeno popper.
That's
For
so
back here.
funny. I like the
Oh,
both
weird.
you
It
guys
looks
found
different
out.
on your screen than it does
Oh,
in
really?
mine. We have different ones. Yours looks like a potato. Mine looks like a jalapeno popper.
Oh, that's strange,
Weird.
actually. Yeah, and they're going in different directions.
Yeah.
On Dusty's in chat, it's going to the left, and on mine, they're going to the right. What the fuck?
Yeah, mine's
My
all
tablet's
smooth
a
and
little bit
shiny.
older, so maybe it's like a older version or something.
Weird.
Oh, and we got fries too. You had one for dinner. You had potato for dinner. That sounds fucking awesome. I had homemade sweet potato fries at work today for lunch. They made sloppy joes, and I got sweet potato fries
Mm,
and a shishito pepper, and it was great.
nice.
It was pretty good.
That sounds real good.
Now I'm hungry.
Better, that's way better than the random shit I just poked around eating all day.
Yeah. Well, we've never eaten at work before, but the cook was like, "I'm gonna make food for everybody," and it was fucking delicious. It was awesome.
Go for
So
it.
yeah, it was great. But yes, so Idaho Man. Okay, what did he do this time? You were wondering.
What did
I
he
know
do?
you're on the edge of your fucking seat,
What did Idaho Man do?
guys. It's the record for the amount of balls caught in shaving cream. Not the kind of balls you're probably thinking of right now. Ping pong.
Okay, because I've got
Balls
2 so far.
of the ping pong
My record is
persuasion.
2.
So, okay, you gotta watch this fucking video. This is ridiculous.
And then folks,
not
it's David
doing-
Rush back with Jonathan
Oh,
Hollywood
shit.
Hannon with the ping pong balls and the shaving foam on the head again. As you know, we did this
Again.
one
On the
once
head.
before. It took a lot of times. The one we've been trying for months. It's so frustrating. We try it, we mess up a rule, we try it, the shaving foam falls off. We finally decided to heck with this. We're going all out. We're figuring out a strategy. And we're getting that shaving foam on his head just like it's supposed to be. I'm going to practice throwing those balls, and we're going to beat 22. Just got 29 table tennis balls caught in the foam on Jonathan's head. We had to come back for it this time. I am videoing an intro for a YouTube video that I'm going to post tonight. Holy moly!
Shut the fuck up, bitch.
Did I want to do that?
Well, we have now taken this record back. Hope you enjoy.
Okay, we'll take it
Barb
apart
is all
later.
original.
We're taking it back.
And the bags
This is so ridiculous.
Oh, that was good. She put that on really good.
Yeah.
All right, so see, there's a technique to your shaving cream.
I intended to.
Tennis balls, a little forward, and I might say we need up forward, leave a little. Tilt.
Like at the neck?
Yeah, tilt. There's tilt and lean.
Tilt and lean. Yeah. Tilt and lean. Band name.
Okay. Here we go.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
I wonder what the regulation distance is that you have to stand back. Oh, see, they're making a bowl. That's good.
A lot of them are bouncing out that way, Obama did.
Yeah.
The old Hilton Lean.
Ah, the old tilt and lean. Oh. Oh, the edges are breaking. No.
Stop. 4, 5.
Don't move.
1, 2, 3.
I know, I'm with you, lady. They come up with the craziest shit.
Yeah.
But it's fun. Like, how fun. You get to practice it a bunch of times. It's not so fun.
35.
35.
35 balls.
Nailed it.
That was good.
So they reclaimed the title.
Good.
Taking it back.
You got red on you. The kid hated it. He's like, yeah, I got it. Yeah. Lady, right? They gotta have something good.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. That's a fun one.
They gotta be smoking something good for this music choice, too.
I know, right? There you go.
Oh, I was rocking out.
We're good. So there you go. That was fun.
That was fun.
Dude, I
enjoyed
think
that.
we should try to, like, break some of these ridiculous fucking records that he's doing just for fun. Give him a
Just to
run for
piss
his
him
money.
off. Yeah.
I'm
We
not
can
going to
do
be
that.
able to slice kiwis with a sword in the proficiency that he can do.
I'm willing to try. Willing to practice that one. That one's a fun one.
It's scary.
We'll start big. We'll start with cantaloupe.
Okay. Okay.
How many cantaloupe?
We're the real fruit ninja.
How many cantaloupe can you slice? One!
Oh,
I'm
one.
winning! I'm just going to set records
'Cause you
for
do
one,
one and then
being
eat
the
it.
first person to do something. Just like, one, and then have other people break it. That would be funny.
I think it would be fun to at least try to be like, okay, we're inspired by David Rush. We're going to try this thing. I got 6 ping pong balls or whatever, you
We
know,
got
like,
6.
but we tried.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
Just be like, I'm going to make a cone of the cream and then try to catch one on the tip.
Okay.
That's the goal, I think.
Hey, Roxy, next
ball.
time you come to visit, can we do that one? Will you be the shaving cream head person and I can be the tosser? I think that would be fun.
Yeah, the royalty-free music. The struggle is real with royalty-free music. The happy birthday song is in there now, so that's good. It's royalty-free now.
Great. Because it's the best song and we totally need that.
Yeah, well, it was never public domain. Like, in movies and stuff, they had to pay for the happy birthday song forever.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. It's fucking
Yeah.
happy birthday.
And that's why none of the restaurants...
Oh, Chid, you go to Sleepy
Thanks,
Times?
Chid. Thanks for the cheers.
Thank you
You're going
so
to bed?
much. I appreciate that. You're so sweet.
Watch out for bears.
Yes, beware. Please do not spray yourself in the face again. I hope that you're healing up properly.
Don't throw things in the trash so angrily.
Roxy, I think you missed it. You weren't here. Chid sprayed himself in the face with bear mace.
And we're
this
telling
weekend.
everyone.
I think we should do a couple things and try to do them and see if, how well we could do. The moving of the pegs on the board.
Yeah.
I think you would be really good at
I
that.
feel like I could do that.
I feel like you'd be good.
Yeah, moving thumbtacks from one board to another board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Cool. We'll have to think about that. We might have to do that as a special sometime. Good night, Chid. We love you.
Thank you for coming.
Mwah. Okay, we made it through our world records. Dun, 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 dun.
Ta-da.
And now we have in other news.
In other news.
In other news. This one's kind of funny. This one kind of makes me laugh.
Oh, Roxy, you were asking if we could get Idaho Man on for an interview. Sami emailed him
I did.
and asked him to be on the show.
Did you ask? Where'd she ask that?
She did. She mentioned it up there.
Oh, I totally missed it. I'm so
okay.
sorry. Yeah, I sent him a Facebook message, and I told him the deal, and I was like, we normally stream. It's like each interview is about 3 hours or so, and he wrote back, and he was like, hey, thanks for reaching out. It was a really short thing, but he's like, thanks for reaching out. That's too long for me, but thanks anyway. But I've been thinking, I think I'm gonna message him back and be like, okay, I get you. 3 hours is too long. How much time will you give me? How about you just come on, and whenever you're ready to go, you can go. Even if you give me a half hour of your time, I still want to pick his brain about some stuff, and I can still get some questions in a short amount of time. So I've been really thinking about reaching out again and being like, okay, however long you're willing to do it, I think we should do it on a weird news day, so that way whenever he has to go, we'll just switch gears into weird news.
Yeah. We
It's very
start out with
appropriate.
world records anyways. It'd be good to do the world record segment, and then we get to his new ones, and then we have him on. Like, oh, what?
Yeah, I think it would be
It'd be
really,
so
really
good.
good.
Yeah.
So that's pretty awesome. So he didn't say like, I'm totally not interested. It was just like, it's 3 hours and he's got kids and stuff. Like, he was probably like, that's crazy. But once we actually get people on, everybody's intimidated about the length. But then once we're going, it's like, no big
5
deal.
hours
Like,
is
yeah.
so easy.
Yeah. And then with Roxy and Chris, it was like 7.5 hours and we were just chilling, It's totally fine. But
7.5
I
on
understand he's got other stuff going on. So we could just see how long he would go for. And that is going to be great. Also, I'm really excited that I got a response from somebody I really, really, really want to interview. And I will tell you guys will be the first people to hear about it. I have mentioned...
breaking news right now?
Yeah, breaking news. Dun, 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 dun. Wish we had a banner and like a song or whatever.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Very good.
That's totally the one.
That's the song, the breaking news song. Breaking news.
Breaking fucking news. Totally. Okay. I like
Sorry.
that. No, I needed that. That was
That's
exactly
my
what I
intro
needed.
song. We're ready now.
So I've mentioned on this podcast before, I've talked about my favorite podcast that I listen to on Spotify, Astonishing Legends. And Astonishing Legends covers so many different really cool topics, spooky stuff, just all different ends of the paranormal. And I love these guys. They are really great and thorough researchers, and they're pretty like impartial with things. They're just trying to share the information, and they're great. They're fantastic. I listen to their show all the time, and actually their newest episode, I was listening to it over the past 2 days, and it's the best episode that I've heard yet. It's fucking fantastic. I would highly recommend it. But I reached out and I sent them a message, and I tried to get them in for October since it's spooky month. And I was like, listen, it's spooky month. You guys have the best spooky stories. They've gone through a bunch of crazy stuff. And I was like, would you be interested in coming in and doing an interview? And because it's spooky month and they do a spooky podcast, they're super busy. But Scott sent me a very long, very personal email back. And he said he had checked out the show and loved the show, thought it was super fun, and is totally down to be my guest. It's just going to have to be after October. He said maybe in a few weeks. So I am really stoked about it because I love listening to them all the time. And they have so much interesting information, and they've experienced so much stuff in doing these investigations and stuff. I think it's going to be fantastic. And there's a really super spooky story I was telling you guys about it last week, like that it like shook him really bad, and I really want to have him on and get his personal experience of what it was like to do a show on this house and everything he learned, and then having experiences that were like really crazy. So I'm really excited about it. So Scott Philbrook will be on, and his co-host is Forrest Burgess, and I'm not sure if they're going to do it together. I didn't get a response since I responded back. I was like, if it's just you, that's cool. If Forrest wants to do it with you, also cool. If Forrest wants to do it separately, I could interview you guys separately, like whatever. I'm totally stoked for whatever, like to have them on. So that's going to be super cool. So for any of you guys that have not checked out Astonishing Legends, I highly, highly recommend it. It's great. Their episodes are really long, which is awesome because you really get into it, and there's a lot of like thorough information that you get from it. And some of them are broken up into multiple parts. Some of them are 2 parts, 3 parts. So it's like you're in it, you know, like you're fucking in the zone. Yeah. It's super cool. But yeah, the most,
it's a super cool podcast.
The most recent ones that just came out, I think September. It's called The Vertical Plane, and I just finished the first one right when I pulled up at home, and I cannot wait to start part 2 because this is really intriguing me. It's so fucking interesting. Just to give you guys just like real quick, I'll give you guys like a little rundown on it because it's like fresh on my mind. This guy in the 80s, who was a math teacher, they moved into a super, super old, like 400-year-old house. I believe it was in England. And the professor would borrow these computers from school, but it was in the 80s, so it wasn't connected to an internet. There was nothing more than basically just like a word processor to type stuff out. There you go. And he was getting these messages from a man who said he lived in the house like 400 years before. And they were just popping up on the screen. And they ended up having a dialogue where he would respond. And then there would have to be certain circumstances in order for the other guy to respond. And they had an ongoing dialogue for a really long time. And I don't know where it's going because I haven't listened to part 2 yet. But it's so interesting. It's like a crazy story. And it doesn't sound like somebody is like bullshitting. It's actually really pretty cool. But the guy that was talking from 400 years before, it sounded like he thought he was still alive and that he had these people like living in his house. So there's a lot of questions come up from it. But I highly recommend the episode, The Vertical Plane. It's a crazy fucking story. It's super crazy. So I think it's going to be great. I'm excited to have these guys on. I think it's going to be so fun. So stay tuned. I will let you guys know when I book it to make sure that you're here for these chats because it's going to be great. It's going to be great. Okay. So now we are moving along to the next story. This one's kind of funny. Ringo Starr from the Beatles was in a legal battle with a company called Screaming O Pleasure that makes penis rings that were called Ringos. And he was like, what the fuck? You can't call it Ringo. Like, my name is Ringo. Everybody knows me as Ringo. And this is not working for me. I don't want people to think that I am now investing in a penis ring sex toy company. No, thank you. So he has been in a lawsuit with them since 2019. So it's been like a long thing. And they came to a good conclusion. They promised to market it in a way that would avoid any kind of confusion that Ringo Starr has anything to do with these cock rings. The deal was there must be a space in between the word ring and the O, just to make sure that people don't think that Ringo Starr made a bunch of cock rings. So they, shook on it, and he's like, okay, listen, don't fucking do it. Don't make me look bad. And they're like, we're good. We got you covered. Nobody has to, pay up for this or whatever. So it worked out okay. So in the end, Ringo decided to drop it. It is hilariously unfortunate. It really is. They were not Union Jack patterns.
What I missed?
I'll show you what they look like, Rex. Okay.
Oh, this was one of the headlines I caught a glimpse of.
Look at them. These are the Ringos.
The Ringos.
Premium quality Screaming O. extra large,
the screaming guy.
regular size, or whatever. So, yeah.
So
Ringo
why
was
did he
like,
drop it? He dropped it. Why?
He dropped
just
it because he was like, listen, put a fucking space in between the word ring and the O. So it is obvious that it is a
It's not
ring
Ringo.
O as opposed to Ringo.
That's fair. That's
And,
nice of him. He could have been like, dude, you
Yeah.
gotta change the last letter.
Yes.
Or the first
And
word.
they promised him that we will do everything that we can to avoid the confusion.
Okay.
So
Okay.
he's like, okay, I'm not going to sue you. Just like,
But I'm
be
watching.
mindful. Yes, exactly.
How did he find out about that, I wonder?
Apparently you can't buy me love.
I wonder if he's a... If he's a customer.
Someone probably was like, oh, I saw you're making cock rings, sad. He's like, what the fuck?
I hope they sent him a
No.
free sample at the very least. Like, here you go. Here's our product line, like just for you. Like, try
He's
them out.
like, oh, I'm 80 years old. My dick don't work no more.
They got pills for that. Pills and internal penis pumps, apparently. So we've learned about.
True fucking story. Oh, so that's
With this Ringo, I thee wed.
That was pretty funny. Go Ringo. Okay.
Go Ringo.
Lord of mercy. Okay. That's so fucking funny. That shit cracked me up. That was great.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. So, this one is very interesting. A meteorite crashed through the roof of this woman's house, and it landed on her pillow.
Wow.
It went through the roof, busted a hole in the roof, and landed on her
And just laid down politely on her
fucking-
pillow next to her.
Yes.
How does
What?
that happen?
What the fuck? That is a crazy fucking story. This was also in Canada. This was in BC. Golden,
Canada gets
BC,
everything.
Canada. And
Glad
I don't
we
know.
didn't tell Chid
Let's
about
see
this
what they
one.
say on this fucking video, because I don't know what we're going to be talking about here. But
It's
let's
just
see.
going to be them going, damn. That's what they said.
Oh.
Play
Oh,
a
you zoomed
major
forward when you
role
did that.
in the discovery, in the
You zoomed the
identification
whole
and
video.
classification of this meteorite.
Oh, I did. You're right. I did do
Came
that.
to
You
my
are
door.
correct.
It was brought by this gentleman, and within minutes, within seconds, I knew that this was it. It was a real one. It was found apparently in 1930s.
Oh, this is a different one.
1930s.
Near the town of Edmore. It
Oh,
was
this might just be
used
like,
as a doorstop at a bar.
meteorite
for all
special
these
We're
towns.
using it as a
Heavy.
doorstop at a
It is
bar.
made of iron and
Okay.
nickel.
Well, now I'm
It
intrigued.
is 88.5% iron and 11.5% nickel. So composition-wise, it's just right there.
Iron
so
and
far,
nickel.
this meteorite
cute.
was brought to us just for identification purposes. We have sent a sample to the Smithsonian, to a curator there, Dr. Kerry Corrigan, and
That was a
they
sample?
have been analyzing this. So out of 11 meteorites ever found and collected in the state of Michigan, this is the 6th largest. I felt a tremendous enthusiasm. This is it.
But this wasn't the one that came
That's
through
not
the
the
roof.
one that landed on
This
the
is not the one that
rock.
came through the roof.
It was
So now I am.
You're not the meteorite
That's
we're
okay.
looking
That's
for.
okay. But yeah, on October 4th, she was asleep when she suddenly awoke to the sound of a loud crash and the feeling of debris on her face. I jumped up and turned on the light. I couldn't figure out what the heck happened. She looked around the room and discovered a hole in the ceiling and a rock on her pillow. Dude, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yep, they were thinking like maybe there was like some blasting going on or whatever, and they're like, what the fuck, was it from a construction site? And they're like, nope, that was not us. And the construction guys said that they actually saw a bright light in the sky that had exploded and caused some booms.
Interesting enough that the construction guy was like, oh yeah, we saw a light, wasn't us? Not us?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, what a crazy
meteor.
thing, dude.
Yeah, that's trippy.
Yo.
He said the terrifying experience provided her with a new outlook on life.
Which is great.
Which is good.
Yeah, you almost
you
got
could
smashed in the
die
fucking
in your
head.
sleep from a meteor crashing through your roof.
Dude.
So, live life to the fullest.
Man, oh man.
If that's not true. I don't
That
know what
is-
is.
That
That's
is
crazy.
fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, a pillow's only so big. That was really close.
Yeah, that's real
That
close.
was
Felt
really
debris on her
close.
face.
Yes.
And coming through the roof, she could have been splintered in the face by roof
Yeah.
shit.
I wonder if that's what the debris was. If it was like the insulation and shit.
Maybe.
And you're like, what the
Oh,
fuck?
now you
And
got
then
fiberglass in your eyeballs.
yeah,
That
pretty
sucks.
much. Damn. Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah, while she was sleeping on her pillow.
While she was sleeping. Yo.
But hey, free meteorite.
Yeah, she got a free
Store.
meteorite. That's what I was thinking. I was like, dude, hell yeah. I'd be like, I'm so keeping that shit. Nobody, you can't have that. It's mine.
Yeah.
My property.
Was it Palisite?
What
What was it? What kind of meteorite was this? Do you want it?
I'm
Can I have
curious
it?
too. Yeah, that's so neat.
Yeah.
I wonder how big it was. I wish they showed a photo of it. They
Yeah.
didn't even show a photo of the fucking meteorite. Like,
Yeah, how
why
are
would
you
not?
gonna
show
have a
that?
story about it? Show a video of a different meteorite and then not even show the one that you're talking about.
I don't know. That was disappointing video.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad this lady's like, look at this meteorite. It has iron in it. I love it. Like, that was nice.
Iron and Nicole are all over this.
Oh, man. Yeah, near death meteorite. Like,
Yeah, this is my
Man,
attempted
oh,
murder
man.
meteorite.
I mean, you could just bust through your house anytime. That's so, I know, I'm looking up like, fuck, dude. And the odds of it hitting you on the head directly is like, so
There have been
crazy.
people hit by meteorites.
Oh my god.
There was a lady who was in the hospital with a gigantic bruise where, like, it was a little thing, but it had, like, this giant bruise where
Really?
it hit her.
I would take a big bruise.
Yeah.
I would take a bruise. I'll take it.
Yeah. And then I saw
That's
one where
crazy.
one landed on a dude's car out in his driveway at one point, and it, like, hit the very corner of it and jacked up the bumper.
Yeah.
But there's a
Saw
few things that
that.
have been hit by them, but yeah, there's, like,
That's crazy.
there's a couple. I think there's, like, 2 or 3 people ever that we know of that have actually been hit by a meteorite.
Wow.
Like,
Well, the odds are so slim. People are so small in comparison to the entire Earth.
Yeah. But there's a lot of people.
There's a lot of people.
I mean, if it lands on
Well,
land, there's people there. Does that count as a smite? Yeah, I think you were. I think you were smoted. I think you got smoted if you got hit by a meteorite.
I don't know. I kind of see it as a gift. Like, thank you, universe.
thank
Thank
you.
you. That's awesome.
Thanks for trying to kill me.
Yeah, I believe
she said
that
it.
that lady said it feels like she hit the lottery.
Or it feels like the lottery hit her.
Oh,
get it. You
get it.
Thanks.
Yeah. Oh, Roxy said the same thing.
Oh.
That was so funny. Yeah,
me
you
and
guys.
Roxy. All right
I
there.
know you guys. You guys have like super mod powers of communication.
That's why we're
It's
always on
great.
the same page. That's why we battle over the band names too.
Yeah, it's great. It's perfect.
Yep.
Cool. Well, so now we did a space thing. Yeah. See. Oh my god. Exactly. I love it. You guys have such similar senses of humor. It's fucking fantastic. That's why I love you both.
Oh.
I love both of you. It's great. You guys are so cute. Brainwave.
Brainwave.
Woo! It's fucking great. Okay, the next one. I'm excited about this one.
Okay.
This is really cool. We went from space, and now we're doing lava.
Oh.
Volcanoes.
Meteorite to lava.
Meteorite to lava.
Well,
Best
this was our
transition
favorite-
ever.
Favorite stream.
I know, right? We're such dorks. We're like, this is the coolest shit I've ever heard of. This is a lava tsunami that was caught.
Bane.
Hot. Yeah, lava tsunami band name. Write it down, Rox. You can't miss this one. This is the best one ever.
Yeah. They would have to, I guess Tsunami Bomb would have to open up for them, and then Lava Tsunami would be the repercussions.
Ah, yep. Yes.
Anyway.
So, it's Cumbre Vieja, which is La Palma, Spain, which is on the Canary Islands. Since the 19th of September, this volcano has been erupting, and it violently erupted, and they had to evacuate, like 6,000 people were forced to evacuate.
Damn. That's a lot of people.
It's a lot of people. And sadly, so far, it has destroyed about 1,500 homes and buildings.
Man.
It's just getting a little crazy.
Wow.
It's getting a little crazy, and it's about 1,500 acres that have been destroyed, which is sizable.
Yeah.
But I'm going to show you the video of the lava tsunami.
Oh, we got a video of the lava
so
tsunami.
sick, dude. It's so awesome.
Yeah, see, Roxy, I got a leg up whenever I'm on stream. I don't have to type. It's all right. Your stream, you get to throw out all the ones. Our stream, I get to throw them out.
Okay, this is crazy. So you can see there's the normal channel, and this is a giant rush, super fast, that's coming over the normal. Like, it's just like pouring out, and it flows over the banks. Look at it go, dude.
Cool.
Damn, dude.
That's awesome. That's terrifying. That's awesome.
Yeah, that is super fast. Where's the surfers? The lava surfers.
Lava surfers.
Surf band name. Wow. Yeah, let's do that one again. I think we need one more time. Dude.
Cool. Yeah, it's like it all of a sudden is a more liquid than the rest of it.
Yeah.
Like, why would it change all of a sudden? Maybe this is just coming from deeper, or
Maybe, yeah.
yeah, trippy.
Maybe there was some kind of seal under there and stuff was kind of like going out at a smaller pace, and then it just broke.
It broke the seal, man. Yeah, that's cool. That's so fast. That's scary fast, actually. Wow. Cool.
Wowee. Yeah, lava surfers. Yep. Lava surfers, called it. Dibs. We have to have like 47 bands just so we can use some of these.
Yeah, right. Yep.
Wow.
I have to start making more posters is what I'm thinking.
I agree with you very much.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, that was
Lava
so
tsunami.
cool. Lava tsunami.
Yeah.
How badass is that shit? It's so
pretty
fucking
badass.
Cool. It's so cool.
On the badass scale, it's high up there.
It's
pretty high up.
truly feel that way. I think that's amazing.
Yeah.
Love it. Cool. I feel so
Lava
sad for anybody that is in the path of that. I feel so sad for people that lose their homes and have to be displaced. Like, I totally feel bummed for that.
Yeah.
Although, volcanoes are fucking fascinating. And if you choose to live in the path of one, it is a risk that people are taking, you know? And I know some people, circumstances are different. Maybe people, you know, were born there and lived there their whole lives and don't have the money to move around or whatever. So I'm not like blaming them by any means, of course.
Didn't know what a volcano
But,
was.
yeah. Maybe.
How long had it been since this one last erupted?
I don't know, actually. I don't know. That's a good question. But this one erupted with like a fucking, like with fury. They had an earthquake. There was like a 4-point something earthquake, and it fucking shook it loose. And then all of a sudden it started going, and everyone was like, "Oh fuck!" And they just told everybody to go to safety. And sadly,
Everyone
a
run!
lot of
fuck
homes
away.
didn't make it, and it makes me really sad.
Yeah.
But the power of the earth will do what it does, regardless of us, regardless of where we live. So it is majestic and deserves respect. It is a respectable volcano. This one is like, this is what I'm here for. You know, I'm a volcano. What else am I supposed to do?
I'm a
Have
volcano.
tsunamis. You
What do
know,
you-
that's
what do you
that's
want
what
me
we
to
do.
Just a volcano. Trying to live my volcano life.
Totally, dude.
That's
Totally.
funny.
Yes. Agreed. So, there's that. And it's still going. Ongoing. Ongoing thing. Still going.
In Spain?
Yep.
Spain's one of the safest countries to travel to.
Canary Islands. Oh, really? One of the safest as far as COVID numbers and stuff?
Yeah, they were in the top 3, top 5 that I looked at today.
Interesting.
I was trying to see where we could go today.
Aw.
But yeah, they're up at the very top.
We can't go anywhere. It sucks. Not yet. We will. We will. Just not today. Unfortunately. Not today. But we will. We're just like
Thursday,
saving
though.
it up, you know. We're saving it up, and then it's gonna be that much more awesome when we do finally get to travel. It's gonna be that much
We're going
more
on like a
of relief.
2-year trip when things open up. Because we're saving up a lot right now.
Yeah. We're not doing anything.
I'm
We're
saving
spending
it up.
Yep. I know.
I got 2 years worth
It'll
of trip in
happen.
me.
It will happen. It will be great.
Yeah.
And hopefully we'll get to see some kind of lava.
Lava.
Man, the one in Iceland is still going too.
Yeah.
And that's been a long time.
That
So
has been a
that
long
is
time.
awesome because that could just continuously go for like, a very, very, very long time. They don't know.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
So.
It's so trippy. The earth just opened up and it's just spilling out.
Yep. And it's coming out multiple fissures too. For a while, it was just popping out new fissures all the time, and you're like, "What the fuck? We did not see that coming over there, sir. Calm down."
Can you settle? We were not ready. Yeah.
Oh man, it's pretty cool. It's good. Okay, so moving on to our next weird news of the day. Okay, guys. Fucking A. There's a sprinkle strike. And it is #SprinkleGate.
Okay. Now I gotta strike sprinkles.
Well, we're not striking sprinkles.
Striking
sprinkles.
Striking sprinkles.
Here's the deal. Here's the
Sprinkle
skinny.
Sprite. Sprinkle strike.
Oh, it's #SprinkleGate. Legitimately.
Okay, Sprinklegate.
That is being used right now.
Okay. That's good.
And
So-
why? Why
so
you
good.
ask? Why?
I do ask why.
Why?
That was my next question. How did you know?
So I will put this on the screen here so you guys can see. There's a bakery in the UK, and this fantastic baker man has been using sprinkles that he gets from the US because they're like the best sprinkles. He's been using them, and his most famous cookies that are like super popular, and his cake that's called the Bruce, which is chocolate cake with sprinkles all over it. Like, he is very loved for the stuff that he creates.
Okay.
So somebody was like, "Hey, you're using US sprinkles. They're illegal." And he's like, "What?" So, as we know, here in the United States, we use shit that is approved by our FDA that other countries will not fucking touch.
Mountain Dew.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. We're able to get away with more here because they give less fucks about us. That is the truth behind it.
We're willing to sell cancer.
Yes.
Other
Yes.
countries are not. Oh, yeah.
Yes, and that is exactly where the problem is lying right now. There is an additive in the coloring. It's called erythrocine, and it's known in the U.S. as FD&C red number 3.
Oh.
So as we've known for years, the red, especially red number 5, they talked about a lot. The red dye, there's fucked up shit in it. And in 1990, they put regulations on this chemical, I guess, and we're like, hey, okay, we're recognizing that it causes cancer in high doses in lab animals, and it also causes hyperactivity in children. So, like, okay, we're going to tone it back, but you can still have it. So, because they care so much about us, it's great.
Yeah.
So this guy's been getting these sprinkles from the U.S., and then they were like, yo, you can't use these illegal sprinkles, man. You got to use British sprinkles. And he was angry. He was pissed off. He talked so much shit about British sprinkles. He is so mad
They're not
that
good.
he is like, fuck this. I am literally not using British sprinkles. I will go on a motherfucking sprinkle strike. And everybody can suck a dick in a nutshell, is what this guy is saying.
Well, yeah.
He is so mad.
The colors are not as bright. My red sprinkles.
It's something about the flavor. It's something's different about the way that we manufacture it here as opposed to out there, and he is not fucking into it.
We put
So
cancer in
let's
it.
scroll through.
Cancer tastes really good. If there's one thing I've learned, it tastes good.
Yeah, so it's legal for some uses, but not for sprinkles. You can use it on eggs to paint, like Easter eggs.
Okay.
They will sell it for that. And then there was one other thing. I think it'll say it in here, what it actually is. And he's like, it's very fucking annoying. He was like so mad this whole interview. He was just like, ah.
It's a huge deal for his business and also, quote, very fucking annoying.
Yes.
End quote. Yeah. He refuses to use lesser sprinkles.
Yep, he's refusing. He is fucking refusing. So this Birthday Bruce, which is a really popular one, which is an extremely expensive piece of cake, is a 12-layer chocolate cake. Holy shit, man. And they had these sprinkles on it. And he's like, now I can't do my best-selling shit.
It is highly unlikely that we will find any legal sprinkles that we will use as a replacement. British sprinkles just aren't the same, and they're totally shit, and I hate them. I am extremely passionate about sprinkles. Yes. Yes, he is. It's good. Somebody's got to be, you know.
He is. He's really passionate about it. I feel so bad. And the cake, a slice of that cake is so epic. It went for 10 British pounds, around $13.75 in US dollars. That's like a lot of money. That's a badass cake. All I want is that cake. That's all I want.
Only weighed 2 British pounds.
I should smuggle a bag of sprinkles and go to this guy's bakery and be like, yo, man, dude, I fucking got you.
Oh, we should hit him up and try and become his contact.
I'll do it.
We heard you're looking for a guy.
I got you. I just want free 12-layer chocolate cake for eternity. That's all I need.
Yep.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Well, it was a donut cookie? Is that what he said?
I don't think so. No,
scroll back just a little bit. The donut cookies are not only our best-selling cookie, but they're utterly sensational. But for now, they're off the menu.
Poor guy, dude.
Donut cookie sounds good.
Yeah, they're totally shit, and I hate them. That's how I would be if somebody took my sprinkles away, dude.
Like that, we should just tell him to come open a store here.
Yeah, why don't you just leave your home country and
move
just
to the U.S. I mean, if you're really truly passionate about sprinkles,
maybe
and you
will.
want to start a restaurant that uses the best
but then
sprinkles,
you have to live in the U.S., which is
you got to move to the U.S.
Right now.
I mean, you can use my kitchen.
Oh yeah, so the limited range that it can be used in Britain is cocktail cherries, or to decorate eggshells. That's it. They're like, this is not good. It gives you cancer and makes kids crazy. It's not okay.
So formaldehyde cherries, or you can decorate eggs that you're not going to eat.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
This shit's poison.
But
Please
they say
don't eat
it's too risky. But let's be honest. Let's just have a moment. How many fucking sprinkles does one have to consume for it to actually have some kind of cancer-causing situation? Like, I highly doubt if somebody eats some of these donut cookies or the cake or whatever, or me, I've been eating sprinkles my whole life. I'm like a sprinkle psycho. This is not a joke. It's not a drill. I am serious about sprinkles. I got extra sprinkles whenever I go anywhere. My favorite is the ice cream cone that's dipped in chocolate and then it's rolled in the sprinkles. Like, me and sprinkles, we're like this, dude. I have zero cancer. I'm just throwing that out there. I do not have hyperactivity and I do not have cancer.
I don't know. It's hard for any American to say we don't have cancer.
I got no cancer. Don't tell me I got cancer.
I'm pretty sure we all have. Look at all of us. You know we're eating. It's all cancer. And that's why it's so good. Cancer tastes amazing. And everyone knows it.
Tell me I got cancer.
Unless it's like Americans are the only ones with any kind of a tolerance to foodborne cancer. I don't know.
I mean, I'm going to go ahead and say no, but I'm just saying, you'd have to ingest a serious amount for it to matter. Why does it matter? For sprinkling? For being, throw a few sprinkles on it? Come on, man. I feel like they're kind of being dicks about trying to take the sprinkles away. I understand.
There's probably a sprinkle conspiracy. It's probably something to do with the cost, the taxation of sprinkles coming to Britain from America. And the British government is like, we won't have it. And so they made their British version of the FDA be like, it's cancer. And they're like, yeah, totally cancer.
I don't know. I'm just sad because
I
feel really bad for this guy. I feel so sad because I understand the passion for sprinkles. And you don't want lesser sprinkles, you know?
You don't.
If you think they're shitty, you don't want to use that. I feel sad for him. I feel like I want to send him a letter or a postcard and be like, I love you. I get your sprinkle love and I love you and I understand and I'm so fucking sorry, man. I feel you.
But over there, don't they generally call them Jimmies over there? Because the long ones are Jimmies, right?
Well, if you're in the Northeast, specifically Pennsylvania.
Oh,
There
I
it
thought it was a British, like an English term. Jimmy's was.
No, my dad grew up at Jimmy's. My mom grew up in Jersey and Connecticut, and it was Sprinkles where she was at.
Okay.
Jimmy's is pretty specific, which is
Yeah, that's why
but
I thought it was British.
out there in Philly, Jimmy's, they referred to these as Jimmy's, but then the little round ones, they call those sprinkles. So they still use sprinkle terminology, but there's a differentiation in between these. But everywhere else, pretty much, it's like round sprinkles or like rainbow
I
sprinkles.
don't like the round ones.
They're not my favorite.
No.
Either. I like them on brownies, though. For some reason with brownies, I like the little bit of crunch that it adds in the brownies. I think they're good. I like that.
I don't mind
But on a
those.
cupcake and stuff, it's not my favorite combination of textures necessarily. But
Funfetti is the only way I like the round ones.
Funfetti doesn't have the round ones.
It doesn't? Oh, I thought it did.
No, Funfetti is these long sprinkles.
Oh, I thought it was like Funfetti because it was like confetti, and then the little round ones look like confetti.
Oh, yep.
All right.
Nope.
Fooled me. Then I don't like the
We
round
got
ones
some
at
in the
all.
fridge right now. We can check it out. We could do a test.
We're going to go eat some Funfetti real quick. We'll be back.
Actually, it's awesome. They have this Funfetti cookie dough, like edible without being cooked cookie dough. It's a new hip thing, and we got it. It's a pint of Funfetti cookie dough that you can just sit there and eat. Like, we don't eat the other kind. Obviously, we all do, but this is like specifically for just like.
We don't eat the other kind.
That's great.
Sammy does know her
I
sprinkles.
do. I love sprinkles.
She's got a
I
cabinet
really
full of all different kinds.
I do. I have so many sprinkles. I love baking, and I have like a vast array of sprinkles.
And she uses all of them.
I do. They're great. It's so fun. It's so fun. Every time I'm making something, I'm like, ooh, what am I going to use? And I'll bust out a big bag. I got one of those, like, the giant Ziploc bags. And I get them every Halloween time. And they come with just, like, a few in a bag. And there's pumpkins all over them. And it's, like, filled with all different little packets and packages of sprinkles. So this really hit me. I'm like, oh, sprinkle cake. I'm feeling for you, man. I hate it. I feel so sad.
Yeah.
So everybody know. Sprinkle strike.
Yeah.
Sprinkle
I was
strike.
changing the subject slightly.
What?
Roxy, you said edible cookie dough. We just got a new thing. So the cookie dough tubs kind of
I
just stay
literally
in the
just
fridge.
told this story 1 second ago.
About the cheesecake stuff?
Oh, I thought you were gonna reiterate. I'm like, I totally just talked about the cookie dough.
No,
Okay.
she just found
Sorry.
a tub
Okay.
of cheesecake, no bake cheesecake, and it's just cheesecake filling that comes in like the
Like a
whipped
like a
cream
Cool Whip
tub,
size thing,
like
yeah.
a Cool Whip tub basically, and it's just cheesecake.
It's just cheesecake.
So we
filling.
dipped like all the strawberries.
gone
in
already.
There. It's gone. It went
It's
real
gone.
fast.
It's gone.
But yeah, it's just cheesecake, dippable cheesecake.
Yeah. It's the fucking.
The
bomb.
instructions
It's so
on it,
good.
it's like you pour it into your pie tin, and then you let it sit for 2 minutes, and you have a cheesecake. And we're like, fuck that, we're just eating this. We're just gonna eat this.
Yeah, literally just
And
eating
it was amazing.
And then it was gone.
So you know.
But they have it at the store. I think it's brand new, and it was in the Cool Whip region. So I will say, any of you that are interested, go to the Cool Whip in the frozen zone and look for this motherfucker.
As everybody
Actually,
in
wait, was
chat
that
just
one
starts
of the-
dipping out, all the chat people just start leaving.
I think it was in that same Cool Whip zone. I was trying to make sure that I wasn't misspeaking.
Oh, it's findable. Yeah.
Or it might have just been near the cream cheese and
It
stuff.
might not
Whatever.
be in the Cool Whip zone in their store, so you know, we don't know. In our store.
Oh, you dip graham crackers in it?
Oh yeah.
Shit, that's.
If we still had some, we would
awesome,
totally
man.
do that right now.
Damn it.
We ate all of it.
Now we need more. It's an emergency.
Yeah. We just went at it with strawberries and a spoon.
Yeah. No regrets. It was so good.
Yeah. I'll be fat.
See, what we should do is pop some sprinkles in there.
Oh, yeah.
And then, oh man.
Cheesecake sprinkles.
Yep. That sounds so good. Oh, okay. We need to stop talking about it.
All right.
But what we are going to do
Next
is we're going
weird
to
news.
segue into another bizarre sweet treat
Oh,
gone wrong.
another American cancer treat.
Yes.
Oh, sweet. Okay, good.
Yes. Essentially. This is a weird one, you guys.
Oh,
I
the
mean, they're all kind of
Twinkie?
weird. It's some Twinkies. So,
Twinkie news.
I'll give you some backstory here.
Okay.
Sure, a lot of you guys remember in 2012, they were like, Hostess is closing forever. Twinkies will be gone forever. And everybody was like, oh, fuck. And like bought a bunch of fucking shit. They bought back stock because they thought they were never going to have it ever again. In addition to that, we have always heard Twinkies will last forever. Okay, Twinkies last forever. In the Zombieland movie, it was like Twinkies will make it through any apocalypse. You got it. So this guy buys these Twinkies, puts them in his little thing, in his little cabinet, and he's been in his house for the pandemic, and he was like, "Ah, man, I just wish I had a fucking little snack." And he's like, "Shit, I have these fucking Twinkies. Rock on. I'll eat these Twinkies." So he takes Twinkie out, opens it up, takes a bite, and it was fucking atrocious. It was atrocious. He said it tasted like an old sock, but yes, he has not eaten a sock, but he imagines it does the sock would do.
To clarify, I've never
Yes.
eaten a sock.
So he's like, "What the fuck? I thought that these things were like indestructible. I thought they were preserved like forever."
Yeah.
And it had been 8 years, which is like a reasonable amount of time. But if they're supposed to last forever, that's not that long. So he pulls out some of the rest of the Twinkies from the box to be like, okay, did they look weird or like what's going on? And this is what he sees. He saw this one that had a big splotch on it. And he was like, well, that doesn't look right. That's weird. That looks like some kind of mold or something. But here's the weird one. There was one of them was a mummified Twinkie that had sucked in and wrinkled up like a morel mushroom type of texture. And it used up all the air inside of the package, so it created a vacuum, and it vacuum sealed the plastic around this mummified
What?
thing. Yes.
I mean, that's weird enough on a Twinkie. A brown spot on a Twinkie, that shouldn't be there in the first
Nope.
place. But that,
Yep.
it
I
is
know.
like a morel mushroom.
Yes. So he was like, what the fuck is going on? And
Did Hostess send him like
he
30
was-
grand?
I don't know. I really, really hope so.
Actually, he should try selling that. Based on past episodes, he could sell both of those for multiple thousands.
Probably. You're probably right. But he sent it in to have them tested because he's like, something's going on. Why are
These
so-
Twinkies
A,
are weird.
I thought the Twinkies were still going to be good. It was horrible. It was the most horrible thing I've ever put in my mouth ever. So obviously they don't last forever. Got it. There's an actual shelf date of 45 days on it, which nobody
No one knew
No,
that.
nobody eats all Twinkies within 45 days. But whatever. 8 years apparently is too much. But him noticing that some of them looked fine.
Who said they actually last forever?
Or it's
They.
like what
They said that.
It's one of
and they
those
always
like
have.
I don't know, old wives' tales or whatever. It's people are just like, oh, Twinkies will last forever. There's so much preservatives in them that they will be around for a long time. You can eat them for a long time. They just don't go bad like other snacks do. That was what we thought. Well, do not think that anymore because it's not good at all. Not good. Not good. Not good. So
Yeah, that didn't look good.
he sends it off because he's like, okay, something's going on. Why on earth are some of them look normal, some of them are not normal looking, and then one of them is literally mummified? Like, we have an issue here. We have a fucking issue.
Yeah.
So that's like the cross section
Oh, what?
of one of the
Your cream
Twinkies.
turned brown
Yes.
and hard.
Yes.
It looks
But
like
he didn't know. You didn't know because it just looks like that on the
frost.
outside. And he ate it. and
Oh,
it was
man,
like
biting into that had to be terrible.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. It's bad,
I'll give you $1.
dude. It's so bad. So he sent it to these mold specialists, essentially. There are...
I'm so glad he did that.
Yeah, the West Virginia University has a couple people that are like fungi specialists. And they love looking for different kinds of mold and fungi and all that stuff. So they sent it to these guys. They're like, hey, would you like to like check out these? It's weird. I don't know what happened. And they're like, yes, send it on. Send it on down the line.
Twinkie mold.
Yes. So they send it out, and this is fucking crazy. I'm scrolling a little slower, so if you guys are scanning, you can also see it. Yeah, there's a close-up. There's a close-up. And then you got the plastic on the outside. And you got this. This is a Twinkie. It's pretty fucking gross, dude. Pretty horrible.
That's weird that it would suck in.
Yes.
Because most things that mold and do that, they puff.
Yep.
Like, to me, that plastic bag would have been just, like, puffed to extreme and, like, brr.
Yep. But it's because whatever this was, whatever kind of fungus entered the package before it was sealed at the factory, something snuck in.
Oh, sneaky fungus.
Something snuck in, which is the same thing with the other one with the spot. Something had snuck in. Which if you eat it in time, it's not going to have enough time to get all crazy. So if you ate it in normal time, it probably would have been fucking fine. But because it had enough time for it to reproduce and get all crazy, they reacted in different ways. There were 2 different kinds of molds.
Oh,
So this one, yes. Weird. This one, whatever it was consuming more oxygen than was in there. So it used as much oxygen as it could, which caused it to fucking suck it around it. But the other one didn't have that effect. So it's very weird.
Yeah.
It's very, very fucking weird. And they had to use a bone marrow biopsy tool in order to take a sample of the Twinkie. Look how hard it was. It was literally mummified.
Whoa, no shit.
Yes. And there was still icing in it. They thought that it was going to be like all the way solid.
Oh, so it didn't even eat the icing.
Not completely.
I think it hit the icing.
Ugh.
That's fun.
Good night, Steve Scott.
Good night, Steve.
Sweet
Thank you for hanging out.
dreams. We're happy to have you as always.
We'll see you Wednesday.
Yes, we will see you Wednesday. Yeah, how fucking weird is that? Have
That's
sweet
trippy.
dreams of Twinkie
Sweet dreams of Twinkie mold.
biopsies. Oh, God damn.
Twinkie biopsy.
It's really gross, dude. Yep, so there was still some cream filling on the inside. There was the interior was a little bit soft. But you heard that. It was like, it was hard as fuck, dude. So, yep, so they pretty much did some kind of tests on them. And this is what came out. This is from the one with the spot on it.
Well, that's pretty.
It is pretty, and this is it magnified.
Okay.
So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's a pretty...
It looks cool, but that was, in fact, definitely the specific kind of mold that was in that one, because obviously it grew itself. But the samples of the dead Twinkie, it didn't seem to have anything. So whatever it was, the spores died.
Oh.
Look at it go. Fucking nasty.
Well, it
dude.
ran out of oxygen and suffocated.
I think
probably.
so. Yeah. It sounds like. But they don't know how long it took for this to happen, you know? Like, it's weird. Like, how long was it sitting there for this to happen? Yeah, so it's cool that they sent it to the right place and they thought that it was awesome. But
Yeah,
it's safe and sound for now, but nothing lasts forever. Not Twinkies and not people. Yeah, it's super fucking weird, and nobody had ever seen anything, I guess. Or if they had seen it, they just threw it away, and no one ever talked about it, or definitely didn't send it in for scientific, review.
We're living in a time where we're all really grappling with our mortality, he says. Eventually, all of us are food for fungi. Seeing that is sort of facing the reality of mortality and our destination.
That's pretty deep. That's a good way to look at it after a dead Twinkie enters your life. Like that's a pretty profound thing to take from it.
Profound meaning to take out of a moldy
that's
Twinkie.
Pretty cool.
Good job.
Yeah, dude. What a bizarre.
That's weird.
So bizarre.
Yeah. The one thing's pretty though.
I'm gonna go do a
Sammy's going.
mod break.
She's leaving.
So if
We're
you would
gonna
like,
look-
yes, check
we're
out
gonna look
the
at this mold.
You can read more of the article to the people.
Look at that mold.
Whatever.
That's pretty. I like all the close-up molds. There was I think it was Burger King did a campaign where they let one of their Whoppers mold and they filmed it and they did like a time-lapse video of their burger molding, and it was basically to show that, you know, our burgers are real, we're not full of preservatives like McDonald's basically. And but they took all these photos of it and used them in their ads, and they made their moldy Whopper look like it was just gorgeous. Like some of these photos, it was real pretty. So they did like a glamour shot almost with this moldy Whopper, and some of the photos were amazing. But molds up close, they're pretty. Damn it, reality of mortality is a good one. That's good. But yeah, that's weird that it would. One of them. Like, they both had different molds in them. Like, it's weird that they would both be in the same factory and incidentally get a mold inside the package like that, and that one of them would be an oxygen sucker and the other one was just like making it brown. Just goes to show you, we're breathing spores all the time. Mold and fungus spores. Well, that's interesting. Ew. Gross. What was it, Twinkie? It looks like a broken, like, tree limb or something. It looks like wood. Looks like wood. Yeah, I don't understand those differences. So I don't want to click away from her things because we could see articles that she hasn't talked about yet. We could be looking at secret articles right now.
Got really quiet down here.
Yeah, we were talking about looking at your articles and peeking ahead.
What?
No.
Are you?
No.
Are you cheating?
No, not cheating. We're not cheating.
Is it cheating?
No, we're good. We're a good. Chat kept me honest. A species of cladosporium. Cladosporium. That's good. The Twinkie with the dark circle of mold, they were able to grow up a species of cladosporium. It's one of the most common airborne indoor molds worldwide.
So it's not too weird that it snuck into the packaging.
No. But that's what I was saying. It was weird that there was 2 packages that had mold in them, inadvertently got mold spores in these packages, and they were completely different mold spores.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's weird. It seems like they would be the same.
Mm-hmm.
But then I was just thinking, like, it's like we breathe and eat, like, mold spores and fungi spores, like, always. Like, it's just, like, the whole air is full of it, you know? So I guess it makes sense if it's just all these different spores floating around, and those were the ones that
Yeah, there's 2 different ones.
Yeah.
And one of them made the Twinkie go crazy.
And one of them made it go crazy. It went crazy.
That's
Luckily, it
fucking
was
crazy,
contained
dude.
in its little package. And
That's fucking crazy.
uh,
Yeah, thank goodness. And they said they were worried that it was going to smell really bad, but when they opened it up, it didn't smell like anything.
Yeah.
At that point, it had already used
was
up
just
all the...
mummified and-
Yeah. Yeah, how fucking crazy is that shit, right?
Mummified Twinkies. Okay. That's fun. We'll put that in the description for this episode.
Yep,
Mummified
definitely.
Twinkies.
Definitely. Okay, so this one's cute.
Cuter than a moldy Twinkie.
I am going to vote yes. So these people live in Newfoundland, Canada. We got another Canadian one.
A lot of Canadian news.
A lot of Canadian news. Somehow. It's just happening. I don't
Big
know
difference
why.
between Canadian news and Florida news, though.
Yes. Agreed. It's so much more wholesome.
Yeah. So much more polite.
It really is. So this couple, they a younger couple, and there's this really cute house, and the chick really always had her eyes on the house. It was like her dream home, and they have a property on this other little island, and they were about to tear the house down, and she was like, "No, they're gonna tear this house down. This is like my little dream house," and they're like, "You know what? Let's take the house and let's move it. Let's move the house." And it was going to be a lot harder to move it by land, so they decided to float it across the inlet.
Okay, yeah.
So, and they did this like DIY. It was a DIY way of doing this.
Wait, they didn't just hire a company to do it?
No.
Okay. I'm even more excited now.
They used some metal. How do they describe it? Like a metal frame, basically, and old tires to float it. And the main guy, had his boat. So they're like, okay, we're just going to like tow it to the other side. And disaster struck.
Oh, no. I mean, I'm not that shocked.
Okay, we're going to watch this video. Look at it go.
Yeah, it's a floating house.
It's a floating house.
I got a house floating.
took about 8 hours and the effort of about half a dozen boats.
That's your house you're moving?
That's your house.
That's...
For some reason, she just loved the house.
It's so good.
She just
I
loved
mean, it's like perfectly square, and it's got these perfect 3 windows. That's...
I don't know why she loved the house so much, but she did. And he was like, okay.
I'll float it.
Let's
we can
fucking
float
do it. So, disaster struck
that
while
didn't
they
look
were...
disastrous.
No, they didn't show the disaster, which is, nice, I guess. Let's see if there's any more photos down here. No, very, very short article. So, they're floating it, and the guy's got his boat, his motorized boat, and they're like, going for it, and the motor dies. His boat motor stops while it's a half a mile thing. It's not even that fucking far, and the motor stops. And when it stopped, the momentum caused the house to shift, and a corner of it went into the fucking water up to the second floor window. Oh, no. And they're like, fuck.
Oh,
and
no.
a bunch of other people that were on boats that were like watching and spectating, like the community got together to like watch this house go.
Yeah, everybody's watching the
and
boat
they
float
like
across.
came to the rescue. They were like, oh fuck, we got you, man. I don't know what we're gonna do, but we're gonna try. And they were able to save the house. So it got a little wet.
Okay. That's all right. They're in the rain.
I don't know, a bunch of drywall and wood and shit like that getting wet is not good. But they were able to keep the whole house from sinking because it was like looking not so good there for a second. So they were able to save the house, and it made it, and they said it is drying out in its new location.
Okay, good.
And it is good to go.
Good.
Just float in the house across the fucking water.
Good. I'm proud of them.
I feel like that's a huge adventure to try to do. Like
I was actually
the
just
endeavor
talking
is
to
big.
my grandmother about moving an entire house like that, and that there was some show, I think it was called House Movers or something like that. I saw one episode, but there was a house, I think it was here in Seattle, and they had a house that was up on some hill, and they loved it, and they were moving to an island, and they were like, we want this house with us, we don't want to leave the house. So they opted to move the whole house, and I didn't know that you could move a whole house. This is how I learned that you could move a whole house. But they lifted it. But the thing was that being here, they lived up on a hill, so they had to get it down a hill and all the windy roads and all these little tiny roads. And so they had it on a truck bed, but instead of it being flat, like sitting on a truck bed, the truck was going to be going down. So they had to jack the house up so it stayed flat as the truck was going down things.
Oh,
so they did that.
That sounds
and they
rough,
got it down,
dude.
and then they took it to one of the harbors, and they had to float the house to the island, which I was like, I didn't know you could do that either.
No shit.
And then once they got to the island, they had to drive it back up tiny little windy hills to get on top of the other hill that they lived on up there. And I was like, wow. And they did it. They moved this whole house.
They did it.
But, yeah, but it was trippy.
Oh, I love the spite houses, Cody. Those are so fucking funny. Yeah. I like the spite houses.
The spite houses?
Yeah. Like the little houses that either A, won't sell because other people are building around, but also the tiny thin ones. We covered one on the show before where they're like, fuck you, I will build the narrowest house ever, and you guys can fuck off.
Yeah.
So,
World
yeah,
record.
those are great. Those
Skinniest
are
house
so
ever.
great. It's so
Yeah.
funny. Yep, that's great. Okay, so talking about houses, there's a really sweet house story that I love, and it's the most romantic and sweetest thing of all time ever.
Huh?
This man in Bosnia built a rotating house for his wife. So when they originally built a house together, she really wanted like this certain view. She wanted, what was it exactly that she said? I will reiterate it properly. At the time, the wife wanted their bedrooms to face the sun, and that meant their living room faced away from the road. After a while, he said his wife complained that she could not see people entering our front yard. So they tore some bedroom walls down to turn the living room and try to move things around to try to make it more what she wanted. And he kept going, trying to make her happy, and decided, you know what, babe, I'm going to make you a house that rotates around and you can get whatever view you want whenever you want. And he did it on
Rad.
his own.
No way.
He did. He did it on his fucking own. He used like old military vehicle parts.
Okay.
And like electric motors and just parts from military vehicles. And he built this rotating thing, and then he designed and built the house himself and made them a new house.
Okay. Oh, so he built a whole new
He
house
built a
as well.
whole new house.
Okay.
And was like, here you go, babe. You can get whatever view you want. You can change the views, whatever you want, and you can see people coming. And one of the funniest lines, now our front door also rotates. So if she spots unwanted guests heading our way, she can spin the house and make them turn away.
Oh, that'd be so awesome. Jehovah's Witness coming up, and you're like,
nope.
they're like, what the fuck? That's good.
It's so fucking funny. It's so funny. So I thought that was really romantic and sweet.
Yeah.
What a nice guy.
That's pretty.
Yeah, you can see it's on the thing. It was really, really sweet that he was doing it for his love, as a love monument for his wife. Oh,
it's a good color too.
it's so fucking cute, dude.
I'm glad he did it a fun color.
I know, me too. I just thought it was just a really kind.
So I
kind
wonder,
thing.
it's just gotta like pick up and rotate and then set back down, huh?
I don't think so. I think it's just on this thing.
Well, it can't be because there's like a 3-foot drop out of it. Unless there's like a, portable stairs or something.
Maybe there's something like. Honestly, it didn't explain that. That's a good point. I don't know. Maybe where the door is, like the stairs come down and the stairs just are like a couple inches off the ground and it just rotates. Like maybe it's.
Yeah, maybe there's
part of it.
like this door and then the front door or whatever are in the same location on the house and it's a square. So when it rotates, it just meets up
Oh,
with
maybe,
whatever
yeah.
stairs.
That could make sense.
But that's fun.
It's really fun.
Like,
It's really fun
I
and
wanna see
really,
it in
really,
action.
really cute. I know. I wish there was a video. There's no video on it, which is fucking bullshit.
Weird. What's wrong with these people?
It's bullshit.
News people are
this
slacking
one's-
these days.
This next one is really interesting. And this is a work in progress kind of thing. But it's going to be good. Give me a second.
Work in progress, huh?
Yeah, well, it hasn't been developed yet. But they're working on it, which is very interesting. So, they won the Germany's Dyson Prize. German inventor won this prize for a ultrasound testicle bath, which is birth control for men. The lady had some issues, I guess, with oral contraceptives, and she's like, "This sucks." Like, she got cancer from hormonal stuff or whatever. So like, this is not fair. Like, there's not enough like men birth control things out there. This sucks. So they decided to try to come up with something that would work, and it won a prize, and they're working on getting funding so it can actually get made and go through trials and do the whole thing and see how well that it actually works in the end. But this is very interesting. So it uses an ultrasound testicle bath to temporarily stop sperm mobility. The device only needs to be used every few months to keep the sperm inert and prevent eggs from being fertilized during sex. So you put your balls in an ultrasound thing, and it makes all your sperm go to sleep, apparently.
Okay. Huh.
Which is great. I think it's great.
Yeah, that's good.
I think that's awesome. If that actually can work and be legit, because you'd think like a few months, like how does that work since you're producing it more and more all the time? But
Yeah.
obviously I'm not a scientist, so I don't know. But they're coming up with something. They have some
Yeah, that's interesting.
ideas, so that's pretty
Stun
cool.
your swimmers.
Yes, totally, dude.
Yeah.
It's really cool. So the inventor said she's hoping that the Dyson Award will help her to obtain funding and put it through clinical trials. And that's pretty great.
Wow.
Yep.
That's interesting.
She's on the short list for the international award since she won that one. She's up for another one, which has a $45,000 prize.
Sweet.
So that's pretty great.
Yeah,
so
that's cool.
Yeah, that is a nice thing to think that maybe will
And
be
an ultrasound
future.
testicle bath doesn't sound bad.
No.
No.
Better than getting your fucking balls ripped out and snipped, you know?
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yep.
Oh, good night, Cody. Thank you
good
for
night, Cody.
coming, Cody.
Yeah,
I love
thanks for hanging
you.
out with us.
I'm so glad you came in. It was really nice that you popped in tonight.
Definitely. Come back again.
I know. Come back in real life, too. I miss you already. You were such a great co-host. You're so great.
True.
You'll be back. Yes, tell Corey hi, too. I don't know if she's listening or what she's bouncing around doing, but please tell Corey we love her.
Definitely.
She's the coolest. She's so fun. Okay. Okay, so one quick Florida thing, which is, it's not nearly as exciting as the first video, but you remember the guy that took the alligator in the trash can, right? We all remember that one.
Yeah, I remember that.
Well, this guy
with his super stealthy flip-flops.
Yes. Well, he is once again in his flip-flops, and he is removing a giant snake from his house.
What? The same guy?
It's the same guy. It's the same guy. It's the same guy.
This guy got so many.
I don't know. He lives right by the canal. I mean, we all live by canals, though, so I don't fucking know.
That's what I was going to say. Half of Florida lives by the canal. Oh, yeah, same flip-flops. Yeah.
Yep, same flip-flops and
And
socks.
now he's got this giant
And he's got this
snake.
giant, it's in like a bathrobe, dude.
It's like
He just like snatched it up, and he's like, what do I do? Oh, God. So, like I said, it's not nearly as exciting of a video.
Yeah, why does he have a giant snake in his house now?
Bizudama 421.
Bizudama? What?
Who is that? They miss us, whoever that is, misses us. Who are you? Identify thyself, please. But yeah, crazy, right? Yeah, that's fucking crazy that like that guy had this happen. Again, he had another creature.
Oh, it's Ben.
Oh, Ben! Yay!
Ben.
Yep.
Ben.
Is this hippie Ben? Or is
Yeah,
this...
oh, now we got to say which Ben.
I know.
Which Ben?
We've got hippie Ben. With little cheeks,
Yeah.
Ben. Or we've got car Ben.
Yeah.
Tetris
Ben. In my phone, it's
Tetris
Tetris.
Ben. Yep, me too.
Yeah.
I think this is hippie Ben.
Yeah?
I bet, yeah. I have a feeling that it is. I can feel it. I can feel the vibes. And I kind of don't want none unless you got flip-flops. I love it.
Yeah.
That was fucking great. That was so awesome.
Yeah,
Oh, my God. I love it. I could always count on you, Roxanne.
And if it was one of those giant, like, pythons or whatever, he looked like he was just going to, like, release it. You shouldn't be releasing those, right? Aren't they invasive and they're instructing people to, like, either call them in or kill them, like, get a permit and kill them?
You definitely can go kill them. You don't even need a permit, as far as I know. You can actually get money. The bigger snakes that you get, you could actually get money for it. It really sucks.
People to turn them in.
They are invasive, but when it's in your fucking house, like, you just need to get it out of your house.
Yeah.
And it goes back into the canal, and then you're done with that. Like, yeah, sure, he could have, like, evacuated his home and called animal control for sure.
Well, I mean, he
For
caught
sure,
it. He
for
could
sure.
just, like, close it off and then be like, I got a live one. How much is that worth?
Yeah.
Call all the pet stores.
Yes. Roxy, I know you don't want to kill them. I am not a fan of killing any creatures that I don't have to kill. I'm with you. But I will say, alternatively, this has been a, like, serious situation in Florida over the past probably about 20 years. People were releasing their snakes, their pets that they didn't want anymore. And then also, as a result of the hurricanes, a bunch of the pet shops got all fucked up. So a bunch of the pets were gone, and the ones that couldn't survive died off. The ones that could survive thrived. And in South Florida, a lot of these snakes did real good.
They thrived.
They did too good. And they bred, and all the canals are connected with the Everglades, and there's, like, so much space that they can roam in. And these pythons, I mean, they're getting up to, like, 18 feet long.
They're giant.
They're
a
giant
creature.
pythons, and they just keep going they keep breeding, and these massive snakes are like in people's neighborhoods and going into people's houses and sneaking into their fucking garages and shit like that is not good. So it sucks. But as far as to control the population, they kind of put out a thing where they're like, listen, if any of you guys see these fucking snakes, it's totally legal to kill them. Kill as many as you can if you want to. And they're also offering monetary rewards for the sizes of them. So they're like, okay, if you got, one that's this big, we'll give you this much money because it's just getting too out of control. Like it's becoming a situation, which really sucks. And I'm glad that was not a situation when I lived there. It was not a thing. I mean, I'm sure there were some snakes, but this whole like python explosion was not the norm. Thank goodness, because my mother is deathly afraid of snakes, and we would have definitely moved if that was a thing. Holy shit, man!
Basically, rodents. I don't know. It's an 18-foot python. Like that. That's just a threat. Like that's like a.
But yeah, as far as like the infestation, they're pretty much like rodents in the way where it's like there's just too many of them, and they're invasive, and we can't continue to just let them do this thing. Like you can't do it. So I don't want things to be killed. I don't mind snakes. It's fine. But, like, how much is too much? Especially if they're not native to the area, but they're killing it. They're doing really good. They're becoming native. And, like, we can't just have, like, snakes left and right with kids playing outside and shit like that and dogs and everything. Like, you want a fucking 16-foot fucking python coming up? I don't want that.
Nope.
In people's pools and shit. Oh, my God. Yeah, I totally feel you. So it's a bummer, but it's a situation. It's just like the fucking iguanas. Like they're not an infestation, but the fact is there was not just iguanas everywhere when I was younger and I lived out there. And now there's just iguanas left and right where they do iguana warnings and stuff.
Now.
Like
that's fun.
It's crazy. Yeah, like I feel like it's a bummer because when I was there, like we had a lot of stuff we had to worry about, alligators and shit. But like, there's some more interesting
Not frozen
things.
Iguanas.
No, we did not have frozen iguana warnings. Definitely did not. And we didn't have like massive snakes taking over people's yards and stuff like that. And it's the fucking canals, man. That's the kickers because you can't block them off from anywhere. They're not contained to an area.
Yeah.
All the canals pretty much are connected and they all go to the Everglades. So it's like there's nothing that you could do to not have them just spread all over the fucking place. It is a bummer. Oh, you got to see snaky nieces and nephews today? That's so cute. Yeah, and we have a snake upstairs in my house too. Yeah. Pythia.
Oh yeah.
And she's super cute. Out. She's really cute.
She is cute.
She is cute. I'm not the biggest, like, I'm not all about snakes. I don't dislike snakes. I'm just like neutral with snakes. I'm neutral. But she's a really cute snake, I gotta say. Tavia's snake is very cute.
Super good.
So I don't want to like just kill a bunch of creatures, but like sometimes you can't have giant creatures like that.
Yeah.
Just roaming around. So that was that. So the guy moved that fucking guy out of his house. I wish it was a more exciting video because the last video the guy did with the trash can was fucking fantastic. It was so good. But yeah, that poor guy, he needs to catch a friggin' break, man. Poor dude.
Yeah, seriously. And he needs to get some animal catching shoes. Proper animal catching foot attire.
Yes.
This guy.
Absolutely
we should donate. We should just mail him some shoes. From Inspired by Mystery Podcast.
Okay.
For your safety.
Next fun story comes from Down Under. An Australian farmer finds a 5-legged lamb in his flock.
I love lamb.
I love lamb too. Yes.
5 legs.
5-legged
lamb.
5 legs, but here's the weird part. It's coming out of its fucking head. And it's not attached to the skull or anything. It's just attached to the skin. But it is a fully functional leg. Like it's a fully formed leg with bone and the joints. It's got a little hoof on the bottom. Like it's pretty crazy. So I'm going to show you guys.
Be my favorite news story of the day.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you so excited right now?
Yep.
If I could make it bigger, that would be cool. Okay, let's see.
There we go. It's on his head. That changes everything.
Here we go. Dude. Dude.
I'm changing my Halloween costume.
That was the shortest video of all time. I wish it was like 10 times longer and we could see him more, but that's okay. But the cool thing about it is they're going to keep it as a pet because of its like weirdness. They're going to keep it, and the kids are excited. They're like, "Yay, we get to keep this like weird sheep."
Did they name it? Did they give him a name?
They didn't say what the name is yet, but there was another at the end of the article here. South Australia farmer made a similar discovery in 2020 when he found a lamb in his flock that had an extra leg growing out of the side of its head. The lamb, which has 2 feet on its spare leg, was named Starfish.
Okay, good.
That's the cutest thing. It's so cute.
That was pretty cute.
It's so cute.
What do you name a lamb with a leg on its head? Legolas.
I don't fucking know, but it's cute. It's really cute though, and apparently 1 in 200,000 sheep are born with an extra limb. I feel like that's a really big percentage considering.
Yeah.
Right? Isn't he so cute? We're gonna watch him again because he's just too cute. He's too fucking cute, and he looked really happy. Like he looked so happy.
He looks stoked.
He doesn't even mind.
Mm-mm.
Maybe he feels special and different. Look at him go.
It's kind of like a big dreadlock. Like he's got a dread.
Yes. Somebody said in the article, it looks more like a mullet than an extra limb. Sir Legs-a-Lot.
Sir Legs-a-Lot.
Yes, that's the one. That's the one.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Sir Legs-a-Lot.
You're hired. Sir Legs-a-Lot. Jesus. That's perfect. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder. But he doesn't know any different, you know? Like, he doesn't probably know that it's weird. It's just flapping around. I would imagine it wouldn't hurt him unless he got, like, yanked on it or something like that. But I wonder if they'll end up removing it just if it gets uncomfortable for him or something like that. Wait, he looked really happy. You haven't been hired in forever. You are hired. You totally are.
He said when the time comes to wean it off its mother, I think I'll take it home and it can run around the house and the yard.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, just let it.
I would let him run around my house and my yard. I would.
It said he had a bit of a second glance and said, "That sheep's got 5 legs." I don't know if he had the accent. Oh, it's Australian broadcasting. He had some kind of accent, but it wasn't the British one.
Oh, Ben, you're so sweet. I would love to hang out with you. I know it's been a long time since COVID. It's been a weird time. But I really would love to hang out with you. It would be awesome. You should message me, and let's figure out a time that we can meet up and hang out and catch up. I would love it. It would be really good. So, do it. Shoot me a message. And we will go.
Don't say
there,
shoot.
but...
You'll get banned
Oh,
from
yeah.
Facebook.
Fuck.
Yeet.
It's true.
Yeet us a message.
I'm in Facebook jail right now, you guys. I'm in Facebook jail.
And we're adopting yeet as the new shoot.
Yeah, apparently you can't say that you want to shoot idiots into the sun. Like, I don't want to shoot idiots. Like I said, idiots should be shot into the sun. I still stand by that statement.
You're so violent.
Can't say shoot or shot or whatever. Idiots should be yeeted upon the sun. That is what we gotta say. Chucked into the sun.
Thou shalt be yeeted upon the sun.
I think because I said the word idiots too. It was like, oh, you're being combative. You said idiots.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Yep.
I messaged Dusty then.
You message me? Okay, good.
Yeah. That sounds great.
Yeah.
Message either one of us.
One of us.
Either one of us. Sounds fantastic.
I'm not going to tell her you messaged, though.
Yeah, I'm like, shoot me a message. I would message Dusty.
Yeah. Fuck you, I'm talking to Dusty.
Yeah, so that was a cute little fucking lamb.
Yeah, that was a good lamb.
I liked that. I thought that was adorable.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
Yep.
I'm causing chaos.
Sir Legs-a-Lot.
Sir Legs a lot.
Sir Legs a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sir Legs a lot. I like that.
Okay. All right. The next one. This one's really neato, and it's one of my favorite stories that I've heard in a little while because you never know what you're going to find at a antique shop or at a yard sale or like any of this stuff. You never know what you're going to fucking find.
It's true.
So
sometimes you find haunted artifacts.
Sometimes you do.
Find bad taxidermy.
Sometimes you find actual ancient Egyptian sculptures.
What? No, you don't.
But when you find it, you don't know that it's actually ancient Egyptian. You think it's an 18th century replica. So you put it in your backyard for 15 years, and then you go to move, and you hire a company to help auction off some of the stuff that you don't want. And then you end up getting $265,000 for your actual ancient Egyptian 5,000-year-old.
What?
Yes.
They sold cheap. And why did they
It
sell
was an
it?
auction. I know. Well, at that point, because they were like, whatever. It's been in our garden forever. We're just selling a bunch of stuff that we're not moving. And the auction was happening, and a couple people were like some of the bidders were going up and up because they're like, that might actually be like legit. So they were like, no, I want more. And it started escalating really fast. And they were like, well, fuck, like maybe it is. So it just got crazy. And the person that won got it tested, and it, in fact, is
original. Wow.
Was it stolen? Nobody knows.
Wow.
They're like, we don't know how it got to England, which, as we all know, England stole everything from Egypt. That was their jam.
Was it stolen? Definitely stolen.
Yeah. So somehow, some way, it was stolen and it was brought to England, and nobody knows what happened for like the 5,000 years. There's about 5,000 years of missing time where nobody has any idea. All they know is they went to some shop and they paid, I think they said about $400 for it or something. Actually, let's watch this video. Let's see if it gives any more information. That will be good.
Your own house for a hidden fortune. A family in England has these two statues that they thought were replicas of an ancient Egyptian relic displayed in their garden. They decided to sell them when moving to a new home, and that's when they discovered they're real. They ended up selling at auction for $265,000. Researchers now looking into how old the statues are and how they got to England.
Right, how did they get there?
It's a lot of money.
Questions. A lot of money.
Dude, yeah, nobody
That's
really
a lot of money,
even
but
knows right now.
That's super cheap for fucking Egyptian artifacts.
Well, they thought that it was.
They thought they were replicas, and then the people got them tested, and they were like, "Oh, they're real."
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
for
They
those people,
said that they actually spent a few $100s on them back in the day, and they thought they were 18th century replicas, which is still awesome.
It's
you
still
know, like
awesome.
18th century, that's pretty badass. So they're like, okay, it's obviously super old and it's Egyptian, so we'll roll with it. But come to find out, this entire time they had these Sphinx statues just hanging out in the yard. I
That's
wouldn't have sold
crazy.
that shit.
No way.
Maybe, okay, if they really needed the money, if
Well-
it was really going to help them, then I would say, I will sell one and I'm keeping the other one.
Yeah. Yeah, even 18th century artifacts, I'd be like, no, like I'm not selling that. Like I'm taking that with me. Like,
Of course,
definitely.
me and you,
But then-
obviously, never.
So with these people, like they just thought they were replicas, whatever, some statues, and they were like, oh, I'm just gonna get rid of it, and like they auction it off. No one knew that they were original until after they were already auctioned and
That's
sold.
what it sounds like.
Because the people that bought it, or the dude that bought it, was the one that went and got them tested and found out they were real. So those people, they had no idea.
They were taking.
They made a chunk
chance
of
for
money,
sure.
which is good. Like at least they're like, okay, we got something. But damn, like
They had no idea. Even
you
the
could have
auctioneer
millions, like-
didn't even question the appraisal because they were like, yeah, it's
Yeah.
an 18th century thing. We got it for a few $100. Auctioneer was like, that sounds good. He expected him to sell for about $410 to $680. But like I was saying, the auction started to skyrocket when the prospective buyer suggested the statues could be actual Egyptian items dating back thousands of years. and they were determined to be authentic Egyptian artifacts. Yeah.
When the potential buyer mentioned it, why would he mention that? I would never say that if I was in an auction and I'm like, I think those are real. I would not tell anybody that.
Yeah.
I would be like, looks like cheap crap. I'll give you $250. Like,
for sure. I don't know. It doesn't specifically say that he mentioned it, but it said prospective buyers suggested. So there was maybe some kind
people
of
were
thing.
discussing.
Maybe, yeah. And they're like, wait a minute. Like, no. Oh, okay, I'll go a little higher. And they're like, but wait, I'm going to go a little higher. Like, hold up. So I think it just kind of like took on. And then people were like, oh, fuck. I better just start chucking money out there because this is like a really special thing.
They started a hype train.
They did. They started a hype
and
train.
everybody
That's
was
exactly
like,
it.
oh, take my money.
Yeah, it's fucking really cool. It's super, super duper
Yeah,
cool.
well,
So
true.
there, yeah,
That's fucking
there they
weird.
were.
There's some
That
weird
is
news.
so fucking cool. So you never know what you're gonna find.
Roxy, someone didn't do the goddamn paperwork.
Yeah, exactly.
Nope,
Exactly.
It needed like 4 pages, and it barely had a cover page. They named them.
You're so right about
Egyptian
that.
statues
I wish
and put
Corey
them on a
wasn't here
shelf.
for that. She would have been like, ah.
That's funny.
Dumb, honest dummies. Yep, for fucking sure. I feel you about that. Okay. Next up, we've got a wallaby on the loose. Was a wallaby on the loose
Good.
in Britain. A British farmer was like checking it out, and he's like, what the fuck is that? Hold up. That's a motherfucking white wallaby. White.
What? Look at him. He's white. White as fuck.
It is crazy. And they are native to Bruny Island, which is in Tasmania. It's a very specific area. They are native to a small island in Tasmania, and they don't know where it came from. So it's obviously an escaped pet or escaped from a zoo. And he didn't catch it. It was just...
He didn't catch it.
No, nobody caught. He was just like, what the fuck? That is definitely a white wallaby, and we don't know.
There's a white wallaby on the loose.
It's on the loose, and we don't fucking know what on earth is going on.
Yeah.
So there's that, which I thought was cute.
That's pretty cute.
I thought it was pretty cute. Okay, and then this is another Canadian news, believe it or not. Believe it or not.
Weird. A lot of weird stuff coming out of Canada these days.
So these people have a little Ring camera, and a bear tried to steal.
Where's
their
Chid? Chid wasn't here for
pumpkin.
this?
No, he wasn't here for this. It's a bummer.
Does the bear get maced? Does the person get maced trying to mace the bear?
Canadian bears. Yeah, okay. So he's trying. He's trying to get it. It's a pretty big pumpkin. That's all you need.
Oh, that's it?
Yes.
Okay. That's all we got.
Yep. And he's like, okay, I'm going to take it. Oh, I'm falling over. A roly-poly bear. He's like, okay, I'm getting this pumpkin. I'm doing it.
Oh,
I'm not stopping. He's like, I'm going to make it. He put it in his mouth. He tries. But it was like totally unmanageable. It was not a manageable pumpkin stealing situation. So unfortunately, he did not
That was
make
on the
it.
news?
That was on the news. He was trying to steal the fucking pumpkin and failed.
All right, that was cute, but I want to talk more about the fact that Canada just has bears stealing pumpkins on their news. Like, that's what's on their news.
Yeah.
We got people getting stabbed for selling ice cream.
Agreed.
And, like, Canada's like, look at this bear. He tried taking this pumpkin.
I know. But,
Wow.
you know,
We
he
should
tried,
make
and it was
Canada.
cute.
That was super cute. I mean,
It's super cute. So in the conversation of pumpkins, out here at the Oregon Zoo, which I didn't know about, so now I know about it. So next year we have to go.
okay.
It is called the Squishing of the Squash, and it is the 23rd year that they have elephants squishing gigantic pumpkins. And look how cute this is going to be when it loads. They're giant pumpkins.
That is a giant pumpkin.
Dude.
Oh, he loved it. He was
He
like, that
loves
was the best
it.
thing I've ever done. I
Smash.
waited all year for this.
Look, they are
Oh.
enjoying it. It's fun, and then they get to eat a little bit of it. That's a big pumpkin.
big
They're
giant
big
pumpkin.
pumpkins.
The squishing of the squash.
Squishing of the squash. I know elephants are so cute. I love elephants. They're such lovely little creatures.
fun.
Yeah, so they just make these giganto pumpkins, and they just give the elephants a chance to play around with them and smoosh them up. They love it.
You'll have to send this to my Mimi.
Oh, I should. You're
She
right.
will love it.
I think she would think
My
it's
grandmother
cute.
loves elephants, and she collects elephants. And whenever the time comes and she moves along, I get a lot of elephants, and I'm stoked about it. I'm excited.
It's gonna be awesome.
Or she'd love
It's
it.
gonna be
This
so
will be fun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I get to
Pumpkins.
eat. Get to eat the squash.
I want to go see him do it next year. I think that sounds so fun.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Smash, smash, smash.
Watch some elephants smash some pumpkins.
Yeah. I love the one that just smooshed his face right into him. Like,
Yeah, everybody's like stepping on him, and he's just like, rah. Yeah.
That's fun.
That
I'm
is
glad
fun.
they have something fun to do. So there you go. The squishing of the squash.
Squishing of the squash.
That's pretty nice.
That is pretty nice.
So, yeah. I thought so. That was pretty good.
If they could do them like in a big vat, and they could get them to just squish them around in a big vat, we could make pumpkin pies afterwards.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Elephant pumpkin pies. It's got to be worth something.
Totally. Okay, so in the spirit of the Halloween season, these folks were in a cemetery, and it is in England. Yep, Hampshire, sorry, UK. And they were in the cemetery, and they were taking some photos in the cemetery. And they got a photo that appeared to be somebody's face. And apparently this cemetery has a history of paranormal activity there. I did not do research, so I do not know if that is correct or what the history of the cemetery, in fact, is. But I will show you this photo. This is not it. This is the couple that were there. But this, and you can't see, but they do a zoom in. So right on top of this tombstone, there appears to be a face. And apparently they had taken a photo just a minute earlier, and there was nothing in that spot. So you're like, okay, maybe it was an urn or a thing or whatever that had that appearance. Apparently they had taken a photo before, and there was nothing over that gravestone. And then they take this one, and that's a pretty legit face.
Yeah, that's pretty facey. Very face-like.
Let's do a little zoom alone here. That's pretty face-like. It looks like someone's popping up right over the back of that tombstone. So they said it was really quiet, and they know that they were definitely alone in there. They were definitely alone, and
Yeah, I don't know.
there's a lot of history that this place has evil
fairly
spirits
facey.
and is one of the most haunted graveyards in the New Forest.
Oh.
So, that being said, maybe they actually caught somebody on film
Interesting.
poking their head over a fucking grave.
Yeah, it looks like a... I mean...
That's
It almost looks like a log, like an extra, like, thing built onto the grave, but
you
yeah, it's
can
not on a
see-
grave. It's like a weird thing.
Yeah, it just is like this little face. So, I don't know. Hey, I love Uncle Scar. Hello, I am so glad you're
Oh,
here.
hello.
Yay.
Hi.
Welcome to the show. I am so glad that you popped in. I was thinking about you earlier, and you're here. It's fantastic.
Ta-da!
Yeah, and you're just in time for a ghost image. Or potential ghost image, I guess.
How
you could
close
say.
can I get to this thing? Oh, it's not growing the picture.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, the zoom in is probably the best that we're going to get when it's at the little red circle thing. Getting in there.
I'm
Yeah,
trying to
it's-
see. I was putting my Photoshop eyeballs on it.
Yeah.
Because in this one down here, when you look real close to this zoom in, all the grain around his head is gone. It's like darkened compared to the outside out
Yeah.
here. So all this is like smoother and cleaner than any of the rest of it. So I was trying to see if on the other one, if it was doing that, but it's not. So for the second one, they enhanced it before they zoomed in. Enhance. But yeah, that's what I was trying to see if it was cleaned up over here, because then that would be obvious Photoshop. But
it's
I don't
not
know.
obvious Photoshop.
Not obvious to me.
Okay. Yep. That's an interesting one. I like it. I think that was pretty fun. So yeah, happy Halloween. It's interesting that it's known to have like spooky stuff going on in there.
Yeah. I mean,
it doesn't say the name of it, but it says a cemetery in East Boulder, Hampshire. So I'm sure anybody could look that up if you wanted any more information about that, because it's pretty cool. Pretty neat. Ghostface.
Ghostface.
Okay, so speaking about other interesting creepy things.
Okay.
Miley Cyrus.
Super
Actually,
creepy.
I know she's creepy as fuck. Yeah, don't care. Not a fan of her music or whatever. But she seems like she's a pretty like out there, pretty like wild kind of lady. And she came out and said that she legit had a UFO encounter. That it chased her around. And she actually says that she was able to see a being in this craft that she made eye contact with.
Wow. Really?
Yes. This is what she said. She had friends with her, so there are other witnesses. Although, I will say, this quote, I don't want to misquote here. I'm pretty sure about what I saw, but I'd also bought weed wax from a guy in a van in front of a taco shop, so it could have been the weed wax.
Okay.
So
Weed
she's like,
wax.
listen, I was real high, but also my friends saw it also. She said it looked like a giant flying snowplow, which is a strange thing, and it was glowing yellow. I did see it flying, and my friends saw it too. There were a couple other cars on the road, and they also stopped to look, so I think what I saw was real. Said she couldn't look at the sky the same, fearing that they might come back. But she said she got chased down. It was in San Bernardino.
By a giant flying snow?
Yeah. Which is a strange way to explain it. Yeah, she said it left her fucked up for days. So that's kind of interesting.
I mean, that is terrifying.
Yeah,
I would be
so,
terrified.
Yeah, she's done some drugs, so therefore, it must be taken with a grain of salt.
done some
Let's
things.
put it that way. But I don't want to completely discredit.
They were obviously
sighting.
on the weed wax.
I know. I love how she like publicly was just like, oh, I bought weed wax from a guy in a van outside of a taco shop, so like it could have been the weed wax.
Could have been whatever that
was kind of fun. But yeah, what a bizarre thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't. Let's see. She just said I was driving through San Bernardino with my friend, and I got chased down by some sort of UFO. Was the quote. So I don't know, man. Yeah. It's an interesting one, but she said it really like rattled her and fucked her up really bad. So obviously it had some kind of like really profound effect on her. It wasn't like there's a couple weird lights or whatever. Like where she was saying about being able to see it. Let's see. She said she did not feel threatened by the UFO, agreeing with Owens by saying it's a form of narcissism to think humans are the only things that could be in this universe. I didn't feel threatened at all, actually. But I did see a being sitting in the front of the flying object. It looked at me, and we made eye contact. And I think that's what really shook me, looking into the eyes of something that I couldn't quite wrap my head around. That's her quote. So that's interesting.
I didn't feel threatened, but I ran away, and I was being chased, and I was scarred for life for days.
Sure, it wasn't some random dude walking the streets. If he was flying in the air and glowing, but who knows? Who the fuck knows? I don't know.
Who knows?
I don't know how much credibility that she has, just taking it at face value, but I think it's an interesting story for
That's
sure,
an
at the
interesting
very
UFO
least, to come
sighting.
out like publicly and be like, I saw some shit and I don't fucking know. Friends saw it too, can't explain it, I can't explain it. I cannot explain it. I have no explanation for that, in fact.
Some random dude walking down the streets. It could have been just carrying a snowplow.
Yeah. Oh, one of my amazing news things of the day is it is a public service announcement. There have been articles going around. I have not seen a video of it, so I cannot confirm that this was definitely said.
Uh-oh.
But apparently, Trump is not into golden showers. He just came out. He was talking about something else, and he was unprompted, and he just wanted to just throw it out there that, hey, I'm not into golden showers.
Okay.
And they started talking about the first lady, and he was not making sense, obviously. I don't know, but public service announcement.
Good.
Like
PSA.
6 years or whatever after the fucking, what do you call it? When people accused him of it, the accusations.
Accusations.
There was accusations about the thing. Yep.
Hmm.
And nobody's even talking about that.
He had golden shower accusations?
Yeah, it was the whole Russian thing. Yeah, where like apparently some Russian chick or whatever, and he wanted her to pee on him, and then there was a video, and there was a whole thing about like this thing where he paid somebody off so that they wouldn't show the videos. Like, who knows if it's really true? I don't
remember
fucking
the
know.
Russian
But it was
lady,
it was a whole thing about like there's pee videos. There's like Trump pee videos out there. Nobody ever saw them, so who knows if it's just like bullshit or if it actually is a thing.
We
I
can
don't know.
deep fake that shit. Somebody should just deep fake that and make it and put it out and be like, look, it's right there. I don't know.
Really, I would not be surprised, I will tell you. But I'm not going to go out and be like, he definitely did. But I think if you just randomly out of nowhere say that you're not into golden showers, you probably are into golden showers.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
That's my 2 cents.
I'm on that boat.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you feel the need to bring that up right now?
If you're going to just throw that out there, you're still thinking about it.
You're still thinking about it.
Least.
I don't know. I don't get it. But I looked around for a video of it. And I didn't come across a video, but apparently it was at, one of his rallies or whatever, and he just busted out. Just to let people know, just to remind people.
Okay. Good. I'm glad we know.
So there you go, public
I'm
service
happy to
announcement.
know.
Just so everybody knows. just a little quickie there, just so you guys are in the loop here.
Good. Trump doesn't like golden showers.
He does not.
Noted.
Apparently not. And apparently he's a germaphobe, and he would in no way want to see anybody peeing on anybody.
Oh, I know.
So.
Pee's sterile. That's fine.
Good Lord. Okay, so the last story of the night, my friends. This is really fucking cool. We talk about a lot of future-y stuff and a lot of technology stuff on this show, and I always love like some new kind of cool future-y thing. And a Russian film crew was just on the International Space Station for 12 days filming a fucking movie.
Oh, cool. No way.
Yep. So here's the thing. Russia and the U.S. decided around the same time that they were going to film a movie in space. It was right around COVID time. Everything got held up. Russia pulled the trigger. Russia fucking went. They got to go out there and were there for multiple days and filmed this, and they just got back to Earth, and the footage of them actually landing back on Earth is going to be used in the movie. And a couple of the cosmonauts that are on the ISS right now are going to have cameos in the movie.
Cool.
So, Russian space movie. Interesting because the Hollywood one that unfortunately fell behind. I want to give all of you guys an opportunity to guess who the star of the movie is. Who is the first fucking person, actor, to go to space and film a movie in space? I want some guesses. And if you already know the answer, don't say it. But I'm curious what your guys' thoughts are.
It's like an actor?
An actor that is going to be going to space and filming the very first movie in space. See what you guys have to say.
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks. I wish it was Tom Hanks. He's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a good one. Let's see what you guys in chat have to say. Who do you think it is, chat?
Samuel L. Jackson. Snakes on a space station.
That's the best answer I've ever heard in my life, dude. Roxy hates space. Got it.
Jeez. Bummer.
I love it.
Nicolas Cage. Oh, good one. That's a good one.
Yep. Okay. I would totally not be surprised
Mm-mm.
if it was in fact Nicolas Cage, but unfortunately it's not. But that was a great guess.
Yeah.
That was a great fucking guess. Rox, do you have any guesses besides your
Who would go to space?
hating comments?
other than hating space.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys our answer. Are you ready? Let's see if anybody else got. Oh, we got
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon. Oh, because he did those space movies. That actually would have been a way better choice. The answer, Tom Cruise.
Oh.
They are gonna send Tom Cruise
Yeah.
to space.
Yeah.
And he's going to film.
And he's going to be an actor on the space station.
And he's yep.
Did the Russians shoot an actual movie with an actor, or did they shoot like a documentary?
No, it's a movie that they're doing some kind of movie. So they'll probably do a bunch of stuff in the sets and stuff, but they actually filmed some of it. I don't know if it's the whole thing. I think they said it was something to the effect of like a surgeon has to go to space to save one of the astronauts or something like that. So something like that. But
they're sending Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise, of all the people.
There's so many better people.
I know. There's so many people that I wish get to go to space other than Tom Cruise. Mm-hmm. But I will say that he is one of the most famous actors of our entire lives. Whether we like it or not. He has been in so many movies. He is one of the most famous actors of our entire generation and of film industry generation. So I do.
And he's a better actor than a person.
He's a great actor. He is a good actor. He's a douchebag, but he is a good actor. And I understand
his
wanting
time
somebody.
Is kind of past though, and we have other people that are still going that are.
He's still going. I mean, I would have definitely. I mean, he's done all the Mission Impossibles and stuff. That's what I was gonna say.
Is this another Mission Impossible movie? Like, are we sending Mission Impossible 12 and he's going to the space station?
Know.
Like, that's got to be what it is.
Yeah, Bruce Willis. Yep, he drove the freaking asteroid. You're right about that.
I thought Tom Hanks because he does like these movies where he gets super in depth, like with the war movies and stuff. Like, was studying and practicing and doing like war games in order to get ready for Saving Private Ryan, and then he did a whole bunch.
And he was in Apollo 11, 13.
Yeah, 13.
Yep. And no, you're right. I think that was honestly a fantastic guess, and I wish that it was Tom Hanks and not Tom Cruise.
Yeah, Bruce Willis.
I'll take one Tom
Gary
over
Oldman
the other Tom.
Would be great.
Oh my God, I know there's so many other people. So it's kind of a bummer, but at least it's an actual good actor, and I think the movie will probably be fucking good.
But Russia beat us in the space movie race.
Yes, they did. They did. So they really did.
Their movie's probably gonna
be
way better than ours.
We're gonna check this little video out and see what they have to say because I have no idea what this video will consist of.
Yeah, Roxy, we should keep him safe. You're probably right.
Handshakes and hugs, final farewells before Paris Hilton and Shapenko make
Paris
their way
Hilton.
into their return craft.
Paris Hilton, Shapenko?
That's so cool.
Off in the foreground.
Super cool.
He rode uphill with Paris Hilton and Shapenko on October 5th. Nowitzki now inside, and as we mentioned,
Wow, 6 months.
Touchdown confirmed at 11:35 p.m. Central Time, 12:35 a.m. Eastern Time, 10:35 a.m. Kazakhstan time. And producer-director Klim Shapenko now out of the Soyuz.
okay?
Wow.
Cool.
It's a warm welcome.
Yeah.
And there's Yulia Peresild, the Russian actress, now out of the Soyuz vehicle.
Wow, you feel so fucking heavy all of a sudden and be like,
Yeah,
ugh.
right.
Especially in the suit, too.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
And after falling from space and just the most tense you've ever been in your entire
Yeah. Yeah, because you hope you're going to make it, but
Yeah.
no promises for sure.
It appears as if the crew now will be carried towards the medical tent with post-landing filming of some scenes for the movie Challenge having been completed.
Wow.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. That is pretty cool. 12 days doing the first movie ever in there. So
interesting.
That's pretty neat. And everybody made it back safely, which is so great. And yeah, the Tom Cruise one is with NASA and SpaceX that he's working in conjunction with. So, yep.
Mission Impossible star Tom Cruise. Yeah, Mission Impossible is the only thing that he's done, like, in forever.
Ooh, as the film crew docked at the ISS earlier this month, they had to switch to manual control. Okay.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah. And when Russian flight controllers on Friday conducted a test of the spacecraft, the ship's thruster fired unexpectedly and destabilized the ISS for 30 minutes. Yo. That's scary.
Yeah, that's not good.
Super, super scary. Wow. So yeah, this mission will add to a long list of firsts for Russia's space industry. Yeah, you're right. He probably is doing astronaut training. I would not be surprised at all. Which would be kind of cool. Maybe that's part of why they picked him too. Maybe he's going to do a spacewalk or something like that. And we're like, oh my God, it's Tom Cruise in space.
He's actually
Literally.
in space.
Like, that's going to be crazy. What a world.
Mm-hmm.
The future is fucking crazy, you guys. It is crazy.
Oh man, Hollywood is probably thinking of so many movies to do in space right now.
Yeah.
But there's so many people writing for that.
Dude. I'll watch any space movie that comes out. I think it's
Mr.
so
Show's
intriguing.
going to come back. They're going to do one.
Oh my God, yeah.
Space episode.
It's part 2 of America Must Blow Up the Moon
Yes.
from space.
Yeah. You should propose that on your Mr. Show group on Facebook.
Yes.
Oh, you can't. You're banned.
I can't. I'm in jail right now, motherfuckers. But I'll be back.
Okay, good.
But yeah, that was our weird news of this week.
That was good.
So I hope you guys enjoyed all of this weird news today. All right, Jed.
I enjoyed it.
What was your favorite?
Five-legged lamb.
Five-legged lamb.
Yeah. It was good. Her legs a lot was great. I loved it.
I'm so glad that you loved that so much.
That and the moldy Twinkie, I think, were super interesting.
That was a good one. I thought you were going to say okra.
I like the okra, but it was okra plant. It wasn't like one giant okra. I would have bumped it up a little bit.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay. Fair enough. I like the Egyptian one. That was my favorite, was the Egyptian relics that sat in somebody's garden forever. I thought was so cool.
Yeah. We had elephants smashing pumpkins.
That was so fun.
That was good.
That was so fun.
And we had fucking Idaho man breaking records. Catching
The most
balls
ridiculous
and
thing. That
cream
was
on your
such a
head.
weird one. Sprinklegate. Okay, later on. Sprinklegate. Yeah,
There
straight
was
up.
Sprinklegate. Yeah.
that was pretty good.
We
That was
can't
pretty good.
forget Sprinklegate.
I will never forget. Never forget.
Never forget.
Yeah, dude, that guy was pissed. He's like, "This is bullshit. These are bullshit fucking sprinkles, and sprinkles strike forever."
British
That
sprinkles.
was Roxy's favorite too. Cool.
Yeah. British sprinkles.
Actually, that's a pretty fun band name right there, Sprinklegate. Put it on the list,
That's
Rox.
true. Put that on the list. Sprinklegate. Hashtag Sprinklegate.
Lord. Well, I am looking. Yeah, they're shit, and I hate them.
They're shit and I hate them.
That's so fucking good, dude. Oh, thank you so much for popping in, Ben. It was really nice to have you come in and hang out and listen to us.
Thanks, Ben.
And you send us some messages, and we'll find some time to hang out.
Somebody a message.
It'd be nice to see you. Yeah, me or Dusty, whatever.
Somebody will look at it. Send it to
Somebody
Tavia.
will.
Make her do it.
No, I'm really glad that you popped in. Thanks for coming to say hi. I appreciate it. And we'll be back on Wednesday. And we're going to talk about some spooky stuff on Wednesday. So you should be here. Speaking of spooky stuff, Fetchbug is on right now. I think we should raid Fetchbug, who is fan-fucking-tastic. For those of you guys that don't know Fetchbug, she does true crime talks. And she
fetches bugs.
She is really super fucking cool. So I would stick around for the raid and check her out. And all this month, she's doing makeup live on her stream. So she's doing like different various horror makeups. So I think it'll be a pretty entertaining.
Yeah,
so at the very least, you should.
Crazy.
Yeah, you should pop in, even just like if it's only for a second. Give her a follow so you can check her out later because she's fantastic.
Yeah, she's fun.
We're gonna end up.
And she's in school to be a
interviewing each other
mortician?
sometime. Yeah, she's in mortician school, and she's just a cool person, man. So I want to make sure to support her. So hang on for the raid. The raid captain is getting us ready to go. Raid captain is Miss Roxy Gunn, the one and only.
Raid captain.
It gives her an important job. Like
Yes.
we could do it, but like
Super
it's your
important
job. You have a
Good.
job.
I have to Google it every time though. How do I do that again?
Do you really?
Yeah.
I figured it out.
No, I think I got it. I always forgot which direction the slash went, which one I'm using, but I think it's the normal one.
You're so funny. All right. Thank you, Mod Love,
Mod
to
love. All the mod love.
Roxy. You're the best. And thank you, everybody that came into the show. Thank you for your support. Always. I really appreciate you guys. We both really do. So we'll see you guys soon. Bye, guys.
Hooray, mod love.
Mod Love.
Okay. Bye, Uncle Scar.
Bye, Uncle Scar. We'll see you
Wednesday it is.
Wednesday. It's a date.
For spooky stories. Ooh.
Spooky stories. Mod Love. Spooky stories.
Mod love spooky stories.